My Uncle Eddie, he was the one that basically like taught me everything I know. You know what I'm saying? You hear me talk about him a lot. He was the one that taught me about jail. Like, you know, they always give out the toothbrush. That's gonna be your first weapon. You go outside, you know, sharpen it outside.
So they gave you like a survival kit, like a starter pack.
Gave me like a little starter pack. You know, I was on Rikers Island 5 years. I was on CO, and I was there. Came ESU, the emergency service unit. Like, so upstate jail was running Rikers Island. So like a dude from like whatever go bad upstate goes bad on Rikers Island. And everybody thinks 60 days in, like you're a rat, you know, because you're like mold, they throw you in there to investigate. And I give correction utmost respect because they allowed me and gave me that opportunity to be better. Because one time I was giving up, like, all right, maybe I'm supposed to just be outside the street. Probably think a CO is a criminal anyway.
I've heard cops say that COs are nothing but perps with guns.
There you go. There you go. I heard that too.
How does something like that make you feel? Welcome to the Purpose Over Pension podcast. Today on the podcast, I have my man Qwell. This has been pending for a while. We have a common friend in Ian. It seems like everybody that I have on the show, I know him from somebody else. Yeah. It's no coincidence.
This is a criminal and what's that? Law-abiding citizen. Yes,
sir. Yes, sir.
Community accountability people. That's what we're gonna say. You know, people that understand both sides of the fence.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So.
Yeah, Qwell, thanks for taking the time out to come through.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I said, it's been a while, and you have a bit of a different perspective from everybody else that's been on the show so far. You worked in corrections.
Yes, on Rikers Island. Yes, sir. Rikers Island.
First CO on the show.
Yep. I was on Rikers Island for 5 years. I was on CO. When I was there, came ESU, the emergency service unit.
You in ESU?
Yes, sir.
Get out of here.
Yes, sir. Rode with the big.
I had no idea.
Yeah. No, shout out to those guys, man. We still family to this day. That's like a brotherhood right there. Once you ESU, you always ESU. You know?
Wow.
So that's a brotherhood we got. 74 C74. That's why I originally started at. That's the big family in there, like big family.
So you were flipping people upside down?
I wouldn't say I was flipping them upside down. I probably turned a few buckets upside down. I was flipping people upside down, but you know, best thing you know to do is just, you know, follow the rules. And you know, it's jail, so you gotta do what you're told. You might not like it, but it's jail. If you don't want to be told what to do, then don't go to jail. That's the motto. That's what I was told growing up. You know, they gonna tell you when to eat, shit, and sleep. So
that's a fact.
That's the motto. That's what it is. You can't snatch your house.
Yeah.
Your house. Some COs might let you do whatever, but sometimes, you gotta hold that.
I hear you, bro. So tell us a little bit about your journey up to becoming a CO. Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, in Bed-Stuy, Brownsville area, Epsom Hill, all that area. You know, I grew up just like everybody else. Ain't nothing different about my story. People that know me, you know, I had my moms and pops in my life, of course. You know,
good.
But I grew up in that village. Like, you hear me say that all the time. I grew up in a village. You know, my uncles was a big thing. Cause you know, you don't really listen to your parents. Like, parents don't. You know, they could coach you through life and tell you what to do. But it was more so my uncles. Like my Uncle Eddie, he was the one that basically like taught me everything I know. You know what I'm saying? You hear me talk about him a lot. He was the one that taught me about jail. Like, you can go to jail. This is what jail is. You know, he'd be in and out of jail all the time.
Okay.
So, you know, we'd just be talking and he'd just be like, like this ain't a lifestyle. You know, he's like, I do what I do. I don't know why I do it, but this is just me. You know? Yeah. And he's like, you don't want to live like this. That was his main thing. You don't want to live like this. Hey, I took it. This is me. Like, I don't, like, I handle business and, you know, but he was just one of those, he raised me. You know what I mean? Like, if I had to fight, he's teaching me how to fight. To the lock and the sock, you know. You hear me when I did 60 days in, we talk about that, but he was the one who taught me how to go outside, sharpen the razor, you know, sharpen the toothbrush outside on the concrete. If you need to do it, yeah. He showed me how to, you know, put a razor blade in my mouth, pause if I needed to, you know, if I ever needed to, you know, how to razor blade, you know. When I was in high school, I used to walk around razor blade in my mouth, you know. So it's just stuff that he taught me that was just survival for life, period. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just the just the world we live in. You just got to prepare yourself for anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
You know, where I'm at today, I feel like I'm not supposed to be here, but I'm happy where I'm at. Thanks to God that I'm where I'm at. But things could have went left for me,
right?
Like where I would have been using his tactics to survive,
right?
So, but unfortunately, he was just fortunately, he was just one of those ones like, you know, go be a cop, go to the army. You know, if you want to be fighting and doing wild stuff, go be a cop, go to the army, and look, you're gonna get congratulated for it. You
and
know
pay for it.
And he always he told me like he don't hate cops or nothing like that, you know, because I had an aunt that retired, and I asked him like, you don't like police? He's like, cops got a job to do. They ain't got nothing to do with me. My job is to get away. If I get caught, oh well, I messed up.
Right.
That's it. You know, he was always accountable. He taught me, watching him do what he do, he taught me accountability.
Okay.
Yeah, he taught me, like, watching him do what he do is just like, this is me.
Yeah.
And this is what I do.
So you said that he had a major impact on your life. How was he able to do that while your father was still in the picture?
Because he was always at grandma's house all the time. You know, most of the time I spend my time with grandma. My pops was, outside, but my pops is also that's my role model as well. You know, because my pops, he always was working, always had nice cars, always like kept me. I never wanted for nothing. You know, I never had to want for nothing. You know, so, but they never hid nothing from me.
Okay.
Kept it all the way 100. Like, hey, this is what this is. And if you want to do this lifestyle, this would come with it. And you got it, you know. So
wow.
You know what I'm saying? So they never hid nothing from me at all. Like, hey, like, if you want to do this route, this would come with this route. Nobody told you to do it. Nobody put a gun to your head and told you to do it. And you got to take whatever come with it. Or you could do this lifestyle. Yeah, it's a little bit slower. But guess what? It's the same lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
So they gave you choices. And they presented it to you. It wasn't like...
And it was just one of those things where, like, I made mistakes and my pops would check me and be like, well, you're in trouble now. Like, you can't cry to nobody. You chose to do that. So, hey, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? So if I did something, you know, hey, you can't tell on nobody. You know, it's just one of those, just the same rules everywhere. So he kept me on that. This is what this is. If you want to be in a criminal lifestyle, don't blame nobody for it. You know, because everybody want to blame, oh, they made, you know, I got caught up. Nah.
Right.
Nah. You know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like you could take a 1-year-old baby, take them to the stove and try to put their hand on the fire. They're going to know not to touch it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At 1 year old. So it's just one of those people, you know what you're getting yourself into. You know what I'm saying? So it was just one of those, don't cry about nothing if you ever get yourself caught up.
Got you. Now, what if your uncle was the type of person that glorified jail? What do you think he would be?
Oh, he did. He glorified
it. But you said that he told you
not to go. Yeah.
Not to go.
Right.
So it was him. It was his personality. It was comfortable for him. But
as he was a scary dude, and his thing was like, yo, like if I like your shoes, I'm taking your shoes. Like,
he was like that.
If I want something in the jail, I'm taking it from you. He like, you're gonna have to deal with people like me. You go to jail. Like that's what it was.
So he's a big dude.
He's a grimy. He wasn't even like in shape for real. He just going, if I want something from you, I'm gonna take it from you. Like he had his war wounds here, show me like, yeah, that's what happened to me. He had like a cut up, like this is what happened to me, stab wounds and everything, like, you know, but he's like, I don't care. Like I live day by day just like this. And if you want to interact with people like me, then go to jail. If you don't, you stay out of there. And you know, sometimes, you know, you grow up, you just want to, it's just like that thing where you just like, you know, you're a man, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, especially when you hit your teenage, it's like, I ain't worried about nothing. Like, you know, so,
I got this.
Yeah, but he was just one of those like, hey, God forbid anything happen, this is how you manage and move your way around jail. Wow. That's how it was. Like you go outside, take your toothbrush, and go. That's going to be your first weapon, because you know they always give out the toothbrush. That's going to be your first weapon. You go outside, you sharpen it outside.
So they gave you like a survival kit, like a starter pack.
Gave me like a little starter pack. You know, I was the uncle that you just sit there with, and it's just like, you know, y'all just talking the whole time. So it's just like, yeah, he gave me the starter pack to it. Like, this is just what jail is, and you know, like all the stories he would say. You know, seen some people get into some. Like he'll tell you some hard story, you know what I mean? Like the whole family would be like, Dad, that's crazy. But he just, I ain't say he loved it, but he just, you know, that was
his element. That's what he became.
That was his element. And he probably was the best uncle, like always laughing. could crack jokes. Like all the kids loved him. Like we never like knew nothing. Like it wasn't until I got older when like everything started like making sense to me of what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like he would fix the bikes, he'll fix everybody cars. Like you
saw the love inside of him.
Yeah, he remodeled my grandmother's whole kitchen.
Oh, that's tough.
You know what I'm saying? Like he was good with his hands. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I wish I had his talent. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like, you know, I'd be mad at him sometimes. Like, yo, you know, I wish you would have just took your talents and, you know, you know, he was trying to get better and better himself and things like that. But, you know, I know he gonna tell me like, that nephew, that's just what I do, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And every day I live life, I just think about him. Like I gotta be tough because of him. Like I can't let nobody take nothing from me because, you know, he gonna be coaching me through it. Like, yo, no, handle business. Don't let nobody do nothing to you. That's how he was. Like even when dudes used to come to grandma's house to fight, you know, they want to fight, we going back outside. You know what I'm saying? So he held it down for me a lot of times. Even, you know, sometimes with some stuff I can't talk about, but he definitely was one of those that like he would have, if he had to go to jail for me, he probably would. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I had him, my Uncle Bugsy. My Uncle Bugsy was like my mentor too as well. You know, that's my guy. He like he would be the one like slowing me down, like a big brother. When I was like, you know, you don't want to hear, like I said, nobody want to hear their parents, so he would just be the one like, yeah, nephew, you know, I feel you on that, but you know, you gotta just chill. You know what I mean? When I was running around outside, you know, doing, you know, he's just like, nah, nephew, you know, just chill. You know, I had that chill, but hey, if you want to do it, just know what come with it. You know what I mean? Like you can't, cause you know, a lot of dudes, oh, I ain't got no money for bail. The way I was put by my pops, my uncles, criminal life, gotta have money. Gotta have money, because ain't nobody coming to save you. I'm not coming to save you because I ain't teach you that. I'm out here doing what I'm doing to give you a perfect life. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So when you go out here and do it, get your own bail money. Gotta have your bail money. Gotta have your lawyer money. Like this is it's gonna cost you a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody want to deal with those headaches. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just having them in my life showed me that, like, I got to be accountable, you know, and I made mistakes. Things happen in life, you know. It's New York City.
Of course.
Things
it's bound to happen.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why when people grow up in that environment, you can't judge them for some of the stuff they've been through. You know, we all try to make it out of it, but we go through that phase, especially our teenage phase, where we go through our teenage phase where we trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, we not caring about no job. We not caring about benefits and pension and
care about how you look.
House.
Care about how you look.
Care about how you look.
The girls. What car you driving.
That's all you care about. How you look, the girls, and the car you driving.
Money, clothes, and I'm not gonna say
what the girls like. You know, you hear all these these Instagrams and TikTok interviews. Oh, I need me a hustler. I need me a drug dealer. I need me you got to be making $100K. You know what I'm saying? But they don't be understanding. A lot of the dudes they be seeing with the cars, the jewelry, and all that. These dudes work 9 to 5s. You just don't know what they do.
A lot of them MTA workers.
A lot of sanitation workers. A lot of correctional.
Yeah.
I mean? People you would not. You know what I mean? Girls look like bottle girls and they all work 9 to 5. You wouldn't know unless people come out and tell you. You know what I'm saying? Even for me, like when I worked on Rikers Island, one of the little dudes from the hood, he like, I didn't know you had a job. He like, you always was fly. You always had the cars. Like you always got all the girls. Like, I didn't know you.
Thought you was a hustler.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro, I always worked. You know what I'm saying? Like, I worked at McDonald's. You know, I worked as a custodian and janitor. You know, I always had a job. But when people think a certain way about you because you got nice cars, you know, you dress nice, they thinking, oh, he up to no good. All right, trust me, a lot of people work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What do you think about that perception, though?
That's just it's bad. I don't like it too much, but that's just the perception that we got as a community, and then other people from other communities do the same thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They think the same thing. The dude in a nice car is up to no good. You know what I'm saying? Yep. The dude that's with the jury is up to no good. The dude with the nice house is up to no good.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So
it's like my father. Yeah, he worked for MTA. And he drove the bus. He was a supervisor. This dude always bought whatever car he wanted. Bought us a house. Paid it off. Moved down to Delaware. Bought a house cash. And everybody's like, yo, what do? You You know, you must have something else going on.
Yeah.
But it's not that. He just worked hard.
Just worked overtime. And I be telling dudes, I'm just like, when I was working on the island, I'm like, yo, bro, it's the same thing, bro. Same way you gotta get out there and get to it on the streets. You gotta stay out there extra days. It's the same thing here. I gotta come to work extra days. I gotta stay at work extra hours.
That's true.
To get where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? That's just what come with it. Is it slow? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, sometimes you want to get 10,000 in one day. Yeah.
But you know what? I don't think it's slow. But hear my logic. Hear my logic, because when you spread it out over time, and you start to figure out how much money is made over the years compared to if you get killed or if you locked up.
Yes. But that's the thing too. Like, it's just, you know, like, but when you young, you want that money now.
You want it now.
You know what I'm
saying?
Want
it now. You want to impress that girl now.
When you adjusting to that lifestyle of every 2 weeks a check, you like, yo, especially like, you know, especially like when you're a rookie or like, you know, you starting out, them checks ain't like, yo, bro, like I'm supposed to survive off this. But once you in there, you know, because you're going to be doing 20 hours every day. But when you get that check, you like, oh, bet. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, you know, you got some maneuver time. But everybody I just try to get people like, yo, stop thinking everybody up to no good. You know what I'm saying? And these females, you know, the females mess you up. It's the females.
That's why I want to. This is what I want to. This is what I want to ask you.
Females. It's the females,
bro. I already like where this is going. I already love where it's going.
It's the females.
Yes. Man. How much do you think that the downfall of men, when it comes down to doing things and looking for the fast money and doing things illegally, how much do you think the lust for females come into play? Or the need for the validation by females, or just the gratification from being intimate with a female? How much do you think people are willing to risk?
They risk it. They're gonna risk it every day.
They
risking their life every day for females. The dudes may say, "Oh no, I'm not risking my life for the one." I get it. It's some dudes that don't risk their life for the females. They get their money off the street, go open up a business, do what they want to do, stay out the way. But most of these dudes, they want to be the rappers. They want they in the light. They, you know, because you see it could be a dude that was broke in high school, wound up getting him some money. Now he could talk to the baddest chick. You know what I'm saying? So, and we just see it because now you see they got 4 or 5 different girlfriends. You know what I'm saying? But then they work a 9 to 5. It's gonna be the same thing. You know what I'm saying? We got a good 9 to 5. It's gonna be the same thing. But you gonna risk. You just risking your life for you know, mostly girls, because nobody do it for dudes. Like nobody, no dude gonna be.
You're not trying to impress other dudes.
You're not like, oh, because the dude you trying to impress, he gonna rob you.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying. Yeah. So now you attracting the wolves to you.
Right.
You gonna attract the girls and the wolves to you. You know, which anybody would do if they dress nice and stuff like that. But you know, the girls be like, oh, I want a street dude. I want a street dude. But a lot of people don't even know what a street dude is.
Yeah, they don't know what comes along with it.
Nah, but not even that. Me, I look at a street dude like this. A street dude is the dude that know how to maneuver through the streets and get himself in and out, on and off the sidewalk. He know how to just maneuver. He know how to get himself out of situations. He gonna handle business where he need to handle it. He gonna stand 10 toes down. You know what I'm saying? What he got to stand on. A street dude ain't no dude that's on the block all day. That's a dude in the way. That's the dudes in the way. Like the street dudes, you see them. Even if you're a top drug dealer, you see him time to time. He come to the hood, say what's up, and he move along. Them other dudes is just in the way. Those ain't street dudes. They just in the way. The street dudes maneuver. That's it. You see with some rappers, they maneuver, they get to where they at.
And
they stay away from the hood. Or they go back, they chill, say what's up, but they maneuver.
Right.
The other one, they stay right there, get themselves jammed up. They stick in themselves.
They never evolve.
They stuck in the streets. So a street dude, you know what I mean? Like people know who, oh yeah, he a street dude. Even when he work on a job, no matter where you working at, McDonald's, anywhere. Nah, son, a street dude. He just stay out the way, not a maneuver, but he ain't gonna take no shit from you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta know how to know the difference between the street dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and we're gonna get into this a little later too, but I feel like those make the best cops.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because
they make the best cops.
We definitely get into that later. But you know,
definitely.
it's the people risk their lives every day for the girls, man. That's what it is, man. Girls, and you know, when you want fly stuff, you want fly stuff. But if you work hard enough, you're gonna keep fly stuff. You're gonna keep living large. And that's what I saw from my pops and my uncles. Like they always had nice cars. They always had houses. They always had chains. You know, one of my uncles, he got a brownstone worth of, like, you know what I mean?
In Bed-Stuy?
Bed-Stuy, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? MTA workers, sanitation workers, city workers got brownstones and Bed-Stuy.
My father grew up in Bed-Stuy. He regrets not buying one.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
He regrets it, man. Right where he used to live. I don't remember. I forgot the name of the street, bro.
And my uncle got the best. He'll tell you that's the best investment he got right now. Yeah. It's in a hot spot.
You know, is this the same uncle that?
Nah, this is a whole nother uncle. He worked for MTA. So it's like, I'm seeing all the MTA sanitation. I seen, like, these the dudes I seen. You know what I'm saying? I see my pops, he a janitor. I'm seeing him different cars every, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He made mistakes in his past, but at the end of the day, it's like, oh, it ain't worth it. This is worth it. Yeah. This is what I like right here. You know what I mean? And then I go through the hood, and the dudes that knew my pops be like, yo, I wish I was like your pops, man. He did the right thing. Your pops made the right choice. When I worked in the feds, and I started, you know, I had worked in the feds at one point, and I seen dudes that was cool. My pop that knew my family actually.
Just from living in the hood.
Just from living in the hood. So they, you know, they had woke up to me. They were like, oh, you know, they were like, nah, you doing the right thing, yo. Your pops, yo, he a good dude. You know, he did what he's supposed to do, and that's who you need to be looking up to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
love it.
That's who they like. A lot of people in the hood would say that about my pops. Your pops is. I wish I would have did what your pops did. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
I wish I would have did what your pops did every day. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, dang, my pops must be doing something right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when he instilling in you and telling you, yo, don't do this, yo, it ain't worth it. It ain't like, people don't just say that to you to say it to you, but you don't want to hear it either, because it's like, yo, like, nah, I want to look good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm outside because that's what the girls like. You know, this is what for the girls. The dudes, yeah, my mans and them, they cool, but it's more so the limelight. You know what I'm saying? Even like I tell, like, even for me to get to another level in life, is like, I gotta be this way because that's the only thing people respect. You know what I'm saying? They respect violence, and they respect. That's the only way I could, because when I'm a nice guy, I can't get nowhere. But when I'm violent, that's when people want to respect. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's hard for the good dudes to grow. What they say, good dudes finish last, and that's just the truth sometimes. You know what I'm saying? The good dudes finish last. So, and that's what messes everybody up. I think finish last.
Yeah, I used to think that too, and when thinking in the short term, it's 100% true. Thinking long term, I realize that it's not.
Man, I tell these young dudes all the time, man, if you can't figure it out, go to the Army, because that's the cheat code. And I promise you, the girl's still going to be there. You're going to get you a car. You're going to get you a nice little car. You're going to get you something. You know what I'm saying? You like, all that stuff is going to be there, bro.
Right.
Like, yeah, but you don't even want the shorty that everybody else had, though. Because guess what? All these dudes that's beefing in the streets, beefing over a girl anyway.
Yeah.
It all started from a girl. A girl setting them up, a girl, you know what I'm saying? So that's like, you know, and that's what I learned from my uncles too. Like, yo, you don't want to be watching over your back all the time.
Right.
You can't trust nobody. You don't know who really your friend, who watching you, because nobody wants you to have more than them.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Even when you working, nobody wants you to have more than them. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
You probably dealt with it working where like you do elevating somebody going, what they say, back, you know, the back door you type deal. You know what I'm saying?
Get promoted or something like that.
So everything. So even the street stuff still spills over to the corporate world. You know what I'm saying? So
it's just human beings. It's human nature. And
human nature.
The egos. Your uncle that you spoke about, is he still a huge influence in your life?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Every day I think about him. Every day I think about him. Like, I'll just be like, you know, I hope he's proud of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, but sometimes I just be like, yo, they don't like this good boy lifestyle. I think the other way you told me was probably the best way for me to go, because that's where, like, I feel like I probably would have got more, but I probably would have been more. You know, like, I feel like people respect me now, but sometimes I'd be like, you know, like when you speaking out the truth and you saying something, it's like, oh, that's a good boy. Like, but it's like,
but that's fun though.
Yeah, it is. Now, that's, you know, fun. At this age, it's fun, but sometimes I just, like, I know he proud of me, but sometimes you just be like, why people just can't respect what I do and leave me alone? Why I gotta be a sellout, a sucker?
I know.
You know what I'm saying? A punk, and I don't come outside. You know, I can't go to the club now because I'm in law enforcement. Like, why I just can't chill? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just chilling. I just chose to get a job. That was hiring. They needed people. So I can't be here just chilling. So, you know, but it's just one of those situations where I know he's proud of me, and he's still influencing my life every day. I think about him. That's why I'm always gonna say his name. My Uncle Eddie was just that guy, man. Like, he ain't have much, but his heart.
Right.
He showed me when you got heart and your respect and, keep the family together, that's the main thing. Yeah, teaching knowledge and passing on things to people is what's going to always stick with people.
And I know for a fact eventually people are going to be looking at you like how they looked at your pops. Mm-hmm. Because you're doing the right thing.
Yeah, a lot of dudes, they be like, a lot of dudes from the hood ran away. I ain't gonna say the hood ran away. They be like, nah, yo. Even when I was working on Rikers Island, or when I seen dudes that I used to be in the hood with inside the jail, yo, bro, look at you, bro. I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they would be more proud. Like, yeah, that's when I knew, like, oh, all right. And sometimes, you do want validation, because I used to ask, like, I asked my pops, like, yo, you gonna be cool with me being, like, doing this whole law enforcement thing? Yeah. You're like, man, get a job. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, just get a job. You know what I'm saying? Like, who cares? Like, who cares about that? Even like, my homeboys, like, I'd be like, yo, like, about to, do this whole, and like, all right, bro, like, it ain't like you good, it's a job, bro. Like that. Only the dudes that can't take accountability, I would say, be the ones like, oh, don't take that job, but you going, nah, nobody could brainwash me. I'm still the same guy. I'm still the same person that I am. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's just that, like, people were just like, yo, I'm proud of you, bro. Like, yo, that's what it is.
And it's just like what you said before. Ain't nobody coming to save you.
Ain't nobody coming to save you.
Nobody's coming to save you. So what made you want to get into corrections?
Shoot.
Out of all things, because you got MTA, you said your dad was a janitor. Obviously, he's doing well for himself.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like, my uncle, like I said, my uncle Eddie was just like, yo, go to the army, go be a cop, like, nobody say I want to be a CO. So like nobody like
so your uncle go from glorifying jail from his perspective, but telling you to stay away from it, to you then becoming a CO.
Yeah, because I think he's seen the benefit behind it. Huh. Like, people that know COs or know anybody that got a city job or just work in general, government job, anywhere, working businesses, that legit way is just 10 times better. You know what I'm saying? So and of course, people that made mistakes don't want you to make the same mistake.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? It's like a dude that could have went to the NFL and didn't make it. He gonna teach his son a different, or teaches whoever he got to teach a different method to get to where you got to be. Yo, go to school, do this, do that. Like me, I regret not going to the army, the military. I feel like that's the cheat code. So
my mom talked me out of it.
So I tell young kids all the time, like, yo, if you can't figure it out, bro, just go to the military. Just do the 2-3 years, get out. It's a cheat code. It's gonna benefit you, getting jobs and things like that. So it's just that's just what it is, bro. Like,
Yeah.
So him telling me to get into law enforcement and stuff, he ain't telling me to get into law enforcement, but it's just like, yo, just
set yourself.
Yeah, so I was trying to be a firefighter. Go take that test. So basically it was just like, go take all the city tests. Yeah. That's what you start getting.
That's I feel like us as African Americans or parents that are from the inner city, like, that's what they push.
Yes.
My aunt, blue collar worker, MTA. My other uncle, MTA. My other uncle, train operator. My pops, supervisor for MTA.
See,
so it's like, you take all the city tests. So that you have something to fall back
on. So once you get out of high school, you don't know what to do. You outside, you just like, you trying to figure it out now. Once you graduate high school and you go to college, supposed to go to college, all that stuff, but now you trying to figure it out.
Yeah, outside probably look different from my outside because I'm from Long Island. So I was outside doing stupid stuff like street racing.
Right, shit. But yeah, so my outside, my outside, you just get caught. I ain't gonna say caught up. Like, it is what it is. I did what I did because I had to, and I don't regret nothing I did. You know what I'm saying? So whatever I did it.
Right. And you learn from it.
I learned from it. It was an L and it was a lesson. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And like, so, just that I take all the city tests. I think I took like sanitation. You want to be a police, you want to be a cop, you know what I'm saying? So like, let me take the police exam. I think I took like school safety. I took a whole bunch of tests.
You took traffic?
Nah, I didn't do traffic. Traffic, nah.
No disrespect to traffic.
Yeah, no disrespect to traffic.
I only make that face because they get dumped on.
Yeah, they a little harsh though, man. Like, they I think they worse than cops. I think they way worse, man. Them dudes don't get nobody a break, man. But so you just start getting the callbacks, but I just started like I was trying to figure it out. Like I just started like, and then like when I was outside, I used to like my homeboy, he used to just be like, I used to want to get like the security stuff. That's what my Uncle Bugsy did, like security for like celebrities and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I just and people be like, nah, go go be a cop, get your certificates, learn how to do security. It just looks good on the resume and stuff like that. So I was trying to build off that, but then I wound up like applying for a bunch of jobs. I wound up working in the feds first, becoming a federal CO. Yeah, that was my first gig. But I did apply for NYPD. I did apply for NYPD. That process was just weird.
Yeah, how did that go? Let's go and get into that because most of my listeners are going to be.
Yeah, that process in that 2010, well, I was like 2014, 2013, 14, I can't remember. It was just weird, man. Like I don't know. Like I feel like when I applied, I did get in a few things when I was younger. I did. I was arrested before, went to the bookings and everything. Things happen. It's New York City. Like
sure.
I feel like the parking tickets. Like like I live in New York. Like
they were stressing that.
They're stressing my parking tickets. They stressed about my family background.
Your uncle,
my pops. Like me and my pops had to sit down and have a conversation type deal. You know what I'm saying? Like I never knew.
Because you found out through the process, the investigative process.
Yeah, because it was like, oh, you can't live with him if you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you mean? So it's like I had to sit down and actually,
What was that like?
Just like I did what I did and like that's why I do what I do now. I like that ain't gonna got nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was so hard on you to
so that better. You don't have to be where I was and do the things that I did.
Right. So, he provided. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that conversation, we had that conversation. I was old enough to understand, so it made me go hard, like, oh, bet they, but I felt like, they used the family stuff. And once you break generational, and then everybody puts generational curses and changing that. So it's like, oh, they using that against me. You know what I'm saying? So they used that against me. I've been arrested. You have bad, I ain't gonna say bad runners. You have running with the police and stuff like that. And it's like the stuff that get dismissed, still used against you.
Right.
And then if you got charged with something, they still go for the original charge and not what the charge dropped down.
What it wound up being dropped down.
Yeah. Like what you don't know is that if you get charged with something, and you still cop out to a lesser charge, still like you found guilty of that original charge. That's like, whoa.
Because you pleaded.
Yeah. And at one point, they was like, nah, you're going to be fine. Just, because I was like, nah, I want to give me a good job later on and do what I'm supposed to do. And, they was like, okay, yeah, don't worry. Just, it's going to be what it is. So I was like, all right, bet. And then, so they kind of like used that against me. But it was more like the family thing. I felt like they went more hard on.
How'd they present that to you?
Like it was just more so like ask me about how your family got this, how your family got that.
Like why? Like how you gonna answer for that?
You know what I'm saying? So it was just like one of those processes. Like they digging deep into that. That's like I just hated that part of the process. Like digging into that. Like so you trying to base like what my family got going on based on me. My family trying to push me to do better, and I seen that happen to a lot of people as well. Like when I was a CO, like you see people that family was incarcerated that would have trouble getting a job because their family was incarcerated, which is not fair.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you got to give people a chance. Like give them a chance. If they ruin it, that's on them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But maybe if you hide, it's just like, yo, just give people a chance. I just feel like that whole background thing should just be adjusted a little bit, So, and then if you don't have people fighting for you, to get you in,
right.
Yeah, you just on like throw them in the garbage type deal. So then when I got to the feds, that's just like I worked in the feds, did my background in the feds, and they was just like, nah, I got you. Like, feel like when a certain type of people do your background, you have a better chance. Because then when I got the correction, it was like, nah, we gonna give you a chance. And I once I got the chance, I'm just like, I ain't gonna mess it up because I ain't even like they don't want me to be here. I'm gonna show them that I'm gonna be here.
That you deserve
that I deserve to be here. Now y'all going. now y'all going, now I'm gonna get y'all for every dime. I'm gonna get my overtime, and I'm gonna look good while doing it. So now that's why I come out, I show this off, dress nice, everything on they dime, because it's like y'all don't even want me to be here. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna be here in the place. That's why I give correction the utmost respect, because they allow me and gave me that opportunity to be better. Because one time I was giving up, like, all right, maybe I'm supposed to just be outside the street. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. Maybe I'm supposed to be a rapper, maybe I'm supposed to be a rapper or something. Like, and I started giving up. But once they gave me that opportunity, like, a lot of good things started happening for me.
So you started working with the feds. What did that process look like?
That was a good, smooth process. It wasn't like the NYPD process.
Not as intense.
Not as intense. I mean, it was, but it wasn't. It was like they didn't, like, I don't think they cared about who my pops was or who my uncles was, who my grandfather was, because my grandfather was, he a wild guy too, you know what I'm saying? So, you got to put all that stuff in your background. So my grandfather, he got a healthy little, that's my guy too. That's one of the ones, like, I call grandpa if I had to get busy, grandpa gonna handle it, you know what I'm saying?
Grandfather
my grandfather is one of those, But when I went to correction, they just like printed out all the phone calls and stuff like that was like to the number of my house or whatever. They like, oh, who are these people? And I'm like, my grandfather. This is like, they like, I just hate that part of the process. It's just like y'all putting stuff out there that maybe me as a kid didn't know.
Yeah.
And now y'all just throwing it in my face. And I'm like, this is my family, you know what I'm saying? So don't try to make it seem like my family bad. So I'm trying to infiltrate your system. Which you do have people that do it. It is what it is, but like, nah, my pops is a working man. You know what I'm saying? I see my pops work every day. He a fireman, in the schools and stuff like that. So like, why you know what I mean?
You know what it is that I figured, or that I was able to put together from personal experience, is just, it'll be somebody like yourself that's you doing everything that you need to do to get in, right? But then it's the few bad apples that mess it up for the men like you.
Yep.
That's what happens.
And that's why sometimes I get upset when I see like yo, bro. That's why like when I was a CEO, even when I worked in the feds and I run into like, my homeboys that was locked up in there and older dudes that grew up in the hood, they be like, yo, don't bring nothing in here for nobody. Don't do nothing for nobody. Don't ruin this out. Don't mess this up for nobody. And they, the dude that was in there, one of my homeboys from around the way, the older dude, he's just like, they gonna look at you and they gonna want you to mess up. He's like, nah. And he was an inmate. You know what I'm saying? He telling me like,
and this is an inmate.
Inmate. He's like, if not, you probably already got a target on your back.
Wow.
He like, they want you to mess up. They gonna wait for you to bring something in here. He's like, look at you, like you look like us. You know what I'm saying? Like even though you wear the uniform, you look like us. But he's like, don't do nothing stupid. Don't risk your job for none of these guys in here. He said, if anybody actually do something, you let me know and I'll take care of it. But he just like, you cool. It made like, and that's a lot of them, like they talk to me and then, I'd be like, yo, be careful. They see how cool you are. I'm like, I ain't doing nothing for no is no, bro. Like, I'm not scared of nothing. Like, like one time a dude tried to come at me in prison, like, oh, I'm if you don't do this, I'm gonna find your family. Well, bro, I will gladly like give you the address. You can do whatever you want to do, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
go for it.
I'm like you not gonna threaten me, bro. Like, I said no is no is no. I don't care how much money you got. It is what it is. But they, it's just like, don't do nothing for these dudes, because like it's so cool. Like they think they cool when they do it. Like it's that dude. I don't know. He be running around here doing interviews and he be trying to seem like he cool. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he bought drugs in. Like that shit not cool, bro. Stupid.
Yeah.
It's stupid. At the end of the day, if you want to go sell drugs, go sell drugs on the street, bro.
Right.
Like a cigarette maybe $100 for one cigarette. Yeah, you gonna make a lot of money, but bro, in the jail, that's dumb, bro. You gonna get criminally charged. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just not worth it, especially the long term. You know what I'm saying? So he run around here doing these interviews like it's cool. And it's like, bro, it's not cool, bro. You a sucker, bro. And they figured that out about you, that you was a sucker, and that's what it is. So people that bring in that stuff, you a sucker, bro. Like they gonna point you out. They know you a sucker, and like even when you look at the pictures of these dudes, like, oh yeah, he was a sucker, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you a sucker, bro. They pointed it out. You know what I'm saying? So
and they exploited.
If you scared to say no, then excuse me. If you scared to say no, you already lost.
How long did you work in the feds?
I only did like a year. before I left.
Where at?
MDC Brooklyn.
Any crazy stuff?
Oh, nah, the Fez was like the chillest place.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it was the most like people get beat up. Like I think a dude like his eye socket like came out his eye one time. He got beat up one time and you know he fell off the bunk. It was a bunk bed or something like that. His arm was all broke. I'm like, I might did a number on you, bro. But you know, of course I got the scoop. Like he was doing some weird stuff and you know got beat up or whatever. But the Fez was chill, man. The inmates, like, you know, the individuals that was in there, they kind of like navigated me to help me be a CO.
Okay.
Like it was like, oh, be yourself, be chill.
Wait, the inmates were coaching you?
Yeah, inmates was coaching me.
Nah, that's crazy.
they don't coach.
That's crazy.
Let me not say they don't coach you, but it was just because I knew a lot of people that was in there, so they wanted me to do right.
That's love.
Right? No, they wanted me to do right. They wanted me to be like, nah, handle business when you gotta handle business, but it's jail, bro.
Did that make you sympathize with them a bit more?
You simple. I mean, my uncles, my family was in. You know, I had family that was in my pop. My uncles. You know, I had people that was in jail before. You know what I'm saying? That was locked up before. So I don't sympathize, but
these are people that you're in there with that are actually putting you on the game.
Yeah, it's because it was just more so the game. Like, hey, this is what it is. Like they had this thing. Like when we hear the keys, everything stopped.
Whatever they doing.
If we hear the keys, that means you're doing your tour. Everything stopped. That was that thing, you know. But everybody had a respect thing. They knew how to maneuver. You know, nobody really fought and nothing like that. And I, you know, it was just one of those like, if somebody violated, do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? Like I had a inmate, you know, he violated me. So I had, you know, I did what I had to do. And the dude from around the way, he like, you need me to handle that for you? Like, nah, something like, nah, don't get
serious.
Yeah, he's like, yo, you want me to handle that for you then? He talking crazy to you? I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, you want me to handle? Like, nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So, but that's be the thing. Like, a lot of dudes be thinking because people in law enforcement, like we just, like, you know, you're not from around the way or like, they just like, oh, you a silver spoon. Like, nah, bro, everybody not a bad guy, bro. Being a CEO is probably, I'm just saying, I just want to sit here and mind my business.
Right.
I could care less. Why y'all think I care about what y'all do, bro? It's the fact that I have to do something, because if I don't, I get sued. I get in trouble.
Right.
And that's what they don't understand. Like, y'all can fight all day. I don't know you. I don't know him. Y'all could kill each other. Yeah. Why would I care? You know what I'm saying? But it's like I have to care because everybody gonna get out there protesting.
Right.
Everybody gonna start blaming me. Where was the CO at? Where was the CO at? Oh, the CO ain't helped me. You know, all these big tough guys, everybody, where was the CO? CO, where you at? Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you just be like, go do what you do.
Do what you gotta do.
Why you looking for me? But everybody needs somebody to blame.
Right.
Everybody needs somebody to blame for their actions. So that's what, like, they was like coaching me through it. Like, and it's like I said, I don't care y'all smoke. I don't care what drugs y'all do. Why I care? Like, y'all understand that. I don't care.
Yeah.
I have to do something because now a supervisor, he probably scared of y'all. He gonna come at me. And that's what you deal with a lot in these jails. The supervisor scared of the inmate, so they blame the officer. It's like, oh.
Well, retaliation? They're afraid of retaliation from the inmates?
Nah, it's not they were scared. Retaliation or, you know, they just don't want to say nothing to those dudes, you know, because you always got, you know how long from ago, you got those people that pass the test.
Yeah.
They're scared of their own shadow still. So they won't say nothing to the inmates, but they're going to come at you and be like, yo, why that cell door not light? Well, it don't work. Told you it don't work. Everybody know the door don't work. Oh, well, I gotta write you up. Like, what? Nah, go move him out the cell then.
Yeah.
Like, why we don't move him out the cell right now? You feel me? So,
right.
But that was just the thing. Like, I have to, like, that was just the thing. Like, I just have a job to do. That's just like anywhere you go, bro. Like, everybody have a job to do. Like, that. Like, anyway, if you don't want to go, like, jail just want to play, just stay away from it, bro.
Right.
Like, people gotta tell you what to do, man. Like, it's like a Diddy party. You don't go to a Diddy house and you don't want to do the weird stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, just stay away from it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, if I invite you somewhere and you don't like the way I operate, don't come back here. Don't keep coming back here thinking it's supposed to work out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's why, like, when I hear dudes complain about jail and stuff, right? I'm like, y'all don't even know what's going on in there, man. These dudes do it to each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the Feds was just one of those chill plays. It was real chill, man. A lot of money in there. And I did ask an inmate one time, I'd be like, he could tell he had money. He knew he had a lot of money. Had a lot of money. Even, like, you know, my pop's friends or whoever I seen in there, I'd be like, yo, is it worth it? I just want to know, like, I'm working. I know you got, like, I know how you, but is it worth it? They be like, nah, This is not worth it.
Wow.
What you doing is to do what you doing. This right here. He's like, yeah, it's cool, but you gotta watch it back. Can't trust nobody. I'm in here. This dude was like, I'm doing almost 20 plus years. I'm doing 20 plus years, and my family enjoying my money, my stuff I invested in.
Unreal.
You know, I met the dude that was working for not Epstein, Pablo Escobar.
Okay.
Like he brought the book to me. He's like, yeah, you see how I am? I'm like, he showed me his picture in the book and stuff like that. Yeah, so it's like then me sitting there like, oh, he about to ask me to do something stupid because he trying to show me he got money.
Right.
That's what they do. They try to show you pictures.
Like,
and,
you see what?
Yeah, he's like, I got pictures. You know what I'm saying?
Papi.
Like, yeah, I got the girls. Like, I'm like, oh, all right.
What you need, Papi? What you need?
You know what I'm saying? That's how it was. Like, they come to you showing you stuff and. Like a few celebrities in there that was like, it was a dude dating a celebrity that was on a TV show one time and he was in there. He come up to me, like, yeah, you know how much money you could make? Yeah, like, I see you fly, I see you when you coming. Because they in the MDC, they could see the cars you drive when they look. Because they could look out the window into like the parking lot, so they could see your cars and see when you come in. So they look and they like, I see you fly. I see you got the nice car outside. I know you.
They try to butter you up.
Yeah,
try to butter you up.
Yeah, so you get that a lot. Sometimes you're like, nah, I'm good. You ain't gotta be disrespectful.
Yeah,
like, they doing what they supposed to.
Right.
Like you can't blame them for that.
Yeah. Like, they locked up 24/7.
Yeah, it's like, oh, he cool. He from around the way. That you know what?
Right.
And everybody telling them, yo, you know what I'm saying? Oh, he from around the way. Oh, he cool. Yeah,
And word spreads.
Word spreads. So it's like. But then when the word got back, like, nah, that ain't the one. Like, leave him. Like, it was off limits. So everybody kind of had that respect for me. I ain't had no problems when I was in the feds.
That's crazy.
But when I got to Rikers Island, boy, oh boy.
Wait, so when you was in the feds, you said that Ian was possibly there?
It was possibly because that 2016, 2017 time, he said he was there. I can't remember if I encountered him or not, but I probably did. If he don't remember me, that's a good thing. That means I wasn't an asshole. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody remember the asshole COs. So most people remember the cool ones, but I was kind of low key and I wasn't there that long. And it's crazy because I just got a DM from a dude that was in the feds. He like seen one of the posts that went viral and just like, nah, yeah. I remember him coming to my cell. He was on that Brooklyn bullshit with me. And he like, definitely respected it and all of that. He came at, but he was cool too, you know what I'm saying? But we wound up getting up on. Like, it's crazy because you're getting to a situation, argue with them, and then like once they get to know you, they're like, nah.
Same thing on the street.
Same thing
on the street, bro.
Mm-hmm. So,
no different. Yeah, man, that's crazy. So you got rejected from NYPD and then you transitioned or you decided to go forward with the feds.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
You said that you applied for NYPD twice?
Yeah, twice, yeah.
Okay.
Twice. And
what was the order of events with that?
The order of events with that one was
were you at Rikers at the time already?
I was already worked in the feds. I was already at Rikers.
Okay.
I was ESU, everything, did it twice. It was just like, I didn't really care. I didn't even care to get the job. I didn't want it. I just wanted to see.
You just wanted to see?
I just wanted to see.
All right, bet.
And they definitely was just like, nah, not at this moment.
It was the same,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I was just like, all right, cool. I wasn't sweating it or nothing like that. I just was trying to see, like, nah, it's definitely it's something with this. It's something with this process. You know what I'm saying? Because you look at the people. Everybody gonna come on and be like, oh no, there's a reason for this and that.
Yeah.
Bro, but if you go to correction, you realize there's more minorities.
Right.
From Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens.
Right. And also, here's another thing. It all depends on how bad they need cops. Like right now, they're starving.
Right, yeah. So
they are starving. So pops, we don't need to see that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, your nah, you good.
Mm-hmm.
They'll see past things, but they try to pick from, a
but
pool.
You know what's crazy though? Because I heard it was a dude. He was another dude. He had like underage drinking. Because they were like, oh, for real? He told me like, yeah, I had underage drinking, and I had what other thing he had? No, he told me that a dude that he knew that was on the job had like a rape case back in the day.
A cop?
A cop.
Nah, sir.
Yes. And he was on the job and I was like, wow. But he was, so
I follow you.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, for real? I'm like, that's great. My stuff wasn't, I got my one my incident that I had. I'm from the hood, so I get into fights. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But it's just like, wow, that's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? But you know, things happen, bro. I wasn't mad at it. I think correction was the best thing for me though.
Yeah. So how'd you get into Rikers? You doing the feds for a year.
Yeah, then
boom.
Yeah, then boom.
Was the pay that much better at Rikers than the feds for you to want to make that transition?
No, it wasn't me. I wasn't thinking about money at the time. I was just thinking about like just opportunity because you know Rikers Island just got like you know ESU. It just got a lot
different units
that you could
branch off.
Yeah, you know you could branch off to and get into and things like that. So you know I wound up going over there and shoot.
I tell you what, I'm terrified. I've never been to Rikers.
Man, Rikers Island is a different beast, bro. Like it's one of those places where it's like, nah, like Rikers, like for you to be an inmate, you got to be like that. And for you to be a CO, you got to be like that. Like that, that's just how it is. Like it's just one of those things, bro. Like Rikers Island is just like I don't know why it's different from other jails, and I don't know what it is, but it's just different.
I wouldn't even know what to compare it to be honest.
Like you can't compare it. Maybe to LA. I don't know. Like you can't compare it. Like it's just different. Like, and I've been to different jails, like different places, you know, to visit. And I'm just like, why Rikers Island just like that? But
so what is it that you see at one jail or at most jails where Rikers Island is significantly different?
I think the inmates or the individuals that's in there take advantage of how cool the COs are. How understanding COs are.
So how did you take that same personality that you had, or just your natural personality that you had in the feds, and then apply it over to Rikers?
And that didn't apply. Wow. That mentality, that lock in time, everybody go to their cell, lock in, did not apply on Rikers Island.
Oh,
on Rack. It's just like you try to come and be on like when I was in the feds, I was like, oh yeah, I could do this, like go to the cap. I'm like, nah, it's just gonna be easy. Like I did the feds. I had 120 inmates listen to me. It was just me. I was good, locking in top tier, bottom tier, 120 inmates by myself, chill, never had no issues, no problems, no use of force my whole time there, nothing. 120 inmates on MDC, one tier, locking up down with a key. Everything. It was,
that's wild.
Locking time was, I think, 9 o'clock. Everybody go run. They will get ice. They'd be hurrying up, locking in, closing their doors. I could lock them in whenever I wanted to. They listen to me. Like, it was just.
Why do you think that is?
Like I said, the CO too cool on Rikers. Like, the inmates take advantage of how cool Rikers Island COs are. That's where it's lost. That everybody's too. Rikers Island is the worst place. Oh, they treat the inmates so bad in Rikers Island, but they don't understand. Most of the COs is cool. COs is allowing dudes to just be like, yo, y'all go ahead, man. Nobody, y'all go ahead. Y'all gonna take the PlayStation in the cell after locking time? Go ahead. Yo, the cell doors don't work. Go ahead. No, everybody's understanding. All right, and that's why I'll be like, yo, when y'all talk about COs beat this person up on Rikers Island, that
he was asking for it.
You was asking for it, and like I said, people just think that COs. They take advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? Especially on Rikers Island. Like back in the days, like we always used to tell the old timers, y'all messed it up for us. That's why it's so hard. You got your hands tied behind your back.
Yeah.
So you got to take a different approach. But it's just like the CO, like, because I've been like, even me doing 60 days in, I seen how those COs operate compared to a Rikers Island CO. You know what I'm saying? But COs is just cool. Like, look. Because it's like everything, because these dudes are so wild. Cause you got the dudes that's in the way, dudes. That's just dudes that's just in the way. Like the ones that just like, yo, bro, you don't want better for yourself, bro?
Yeah.
They just like, nah. Like, nah, son, this is me, son. Like this is what I do. Nah, I'm violating anybody. I don't care about nothing. You got those dudes, which I respect. All right, cool, do your thing, bro. But it's just like, yo, bro, just like, why you don't, like, what do you, like, they just take advantage. They comfortable putting their hands on people. Like, it just was bad, bro.
Wow.
It just was bad.
How violent is it?
It's violent. Like these dudes. So I worked in C74 RNDC. So that's like the adolescent. It was the adolescents. I got there when the adolescents were still there. And then it turned to the 18 to 21. And the beef in the streets were rolled like, wow. But it's not even that. It's just like they have to beat somebody up. Like it's just like you can't walk these dudes past each other. Like you can't have them in the same area. You can't do nothing with these dudes.
These are different crews, different gangs, different hoods,
gangs,
projects.
Not even just different gangs, different hoods, projects. You can't. Anybody that they seen like walking in the hallways. Like they used to pop out the doors and they just go, oh, anybody out there, they just beat them up. Old people, whoever was in that hallway, they would just beat up. Like you just like, yo, this is crazy. Like it was just one of those. Like you see dude, like so upstate jails run Rikers Island. So like a dude from like whatever go bad upstate goes bad on Rikers Island.
How does that work?
If the gangs fight upstate, they fight on Rikers Island.
What?
If the blood sets, or is that like it just it just used to be crazy. Like you be like, yo, y'all was cool. Like why? I thought y'all was cool. They like nah. And sometimes they used to tell me like, yo, we about to fight. Like you know what I'm saying,
they give you a heads up.
They be like, your son don't want to pack up and leave the crib. I have to, yeah. I'm like, all right, let me try to get him out. But dude, he be on his ego, like I ain't leaving. They gonna have to get it on with me. So now you like it's just it was just like one of those like that jail stuff on Rikers Island upstate is just all politics.
Wow.
It's all politics and it could get vicious. It could get real vicious. Like you have inmates be like, yo, CO, you know how to fight? You spray? Be like, yeah.
You spray?
Yeah, they like, yo, they be like, CO, you got your OC spray? I bet. Like, come on, bro. Like, can you just lock in? They be like, nah, I got a drill set as soon as I walk in the crib. Like, I don't know. If I don't know them, then I gotta do what I gotta do.
Wait, what does that mean?
Oh, that mean if he walk in that crib and it's like a set or he not comfortable with the people in there, he either gonna pop on you or as the CO, or he gonna pop on somebody that's in the housing area. So I mean, he gonna try to beat somebody up.
So when does that mean like try to shank him or something? Like when you
possibly that's a possibility that he probably gonna cut somebody or something. But it's just one of those situations where dudes just like like they just I don't know that I thought I was in the streets, like I knew all the street stuff, but when you get to the jail politics,
because just the way you talking right now, like I'm like, yo, I don't know what you're saying.
Even when I worked in the feds, it wasn't that, because I guess it was grown men. It's the people are just I guess the money. I don't know. The people are just different. Like what I'm saying. Like feds are just the dudes that want to make money, stay out the way.
Right.
Type deal, they don't really, they have problems, but even if they was a problem or like they was the bosses, so they never really got their hands dirty type deal.
Got you.
So like Rikers Island is like the workers. Like I don't try to disrespect nobody, but it's just like
it's more violent offenders.
Like but some of the stuff they don't even be in there. Oh yeah, I gotta say violent offenders. Yeah, like just like these dudes is just like most of them was cool. Like even the ones that was cool,
yeah,
like you see them have to change.
Wow.
Like you see that, but sometimes and then some stuff is just understandable. And then you as a CO too, like I could be cool, but then sometimes I gotta be on bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because now y'all playing with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then that's when you become the asshole.
Right.
But it's like, bro, like just chill.
How did you turn that off once you got hope?
Oh no, work is work. 9 to 5. Once I'm gonna work,
like,
that's it. Like, hey, I ain't worried.
You didn't bring any of that home with you?
I'm not bringing work home. Like it is. Like I said, it's my 9 to 5, bro. Y'all do what y'all do. I don't care. That's it.
Do you feel like you being from the streets helped you?
Yeah. I mean, kind of because I knew a lot of people.
Yeah.
So it kind of helped me because some people knew how I was, and like my pops and certain people. My uncles and stuff, they knew how I was, not like I said, I used to be outside a lot too, around with certain people. So they, people just had that respect thing for me, but some people just like, they didn't know. So it's just, I mean, everybody, like every CO, no matter how cool you are, every CO gets punched. Everybody gets like, you get the bad end of the stick. It's just because some dudes just don't know you, but they find out. You know what I'm saying? Like there was one dude, this is a story I heard. Dude didn't know that this female CO brother was like the big homie.
Okay.
Like he didn't know he was like this big time, dude, whatever. And the inmate like slapped her ass or whatever and didn't know who her brother was.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, he had a bad day. You know what I'm saying? From other inmates. Cause they didn't know. So it's like,
what does a bad day look like?
Bad day. It is like, stag boy, what you do to make them that mad? Like if you see somebody get like, sometimes you're just like, yo, bro, what you do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And sometimes like if we knew what was going on, we're separate inmates and stuff like that. We try our best, but most of the time you in there fighting with them. You fighting 20 dudes trying to protect one dude. You know what I'm saying? So no, it's just like, man, that Rikers Island just a different beast, man. But what kept me motivated to go to work was just the people, that environment, because all the COs was just like me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We all, we all had the same energy. Everybody's from around, so we all had that same energy. So like I said, from the feds and visiting other jails, I think it was just the lack of just how cool the COs was, being understanding so much. You know what I mean? Being like, y'all ain't got lock in. Or like, all right, cell doors don't work. Cause that was crazy. Cell doors didn't work, which was like bananas. The cell doors don't work. Like nobody lock in. They, doing what they please. They take the PlayStation inside the cell.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? They playing PlayStation all night.
What's up with the phones? Like when I was in the Mr. Beast challenge with Ian, he said that being there was worse than being in jail.
Oh, Rikers Island?
In real jail. I don't know about Yeah, because at least in jail, he was able to use a phone, PlayStations.
Yeah, you had the tablet.
Yeah.
So the phone, I never ran into like a phone because so what they did was they housed all the gangs together. Like if you was part of the same set, same crew, they housed you together. So they had their own little operation themselves. So we never had a situation where it was like over the phone or anything like that. Like I never ran into that.
Like guys didn't have phones in there?
Oh no, they had like, you mean like cell phones?
Yeah.
Oh,
like their own personal phones.
Oh nah. I don't know. Like it happens. Like I never seen it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. If they got their own phones, then
maybe the feds was different.
The feds, yeah, the feds dudes, they stay out the way. Now, I think it's more phones in jails now than it is. I don't know, I can't tell, but I never like seen the whole phone thing. Like I never came across a phone. If it was like the little Obama phone.
Yeah,
they used to like put that up their joint. So like the little phone and stuff like that. But that was the thing. Like the phones was in there though. You could tell like the phones was in there because they'd be like, yeah, iPhone is worth $1,200 and all of this stuff like that. The phones on Rikers Island. It started getting wild at one point with the phones, but it just happened. You know what I'm saying? Like phone thing just happened.
Right.
Because some COs, they're not supposed to have their phone and then drop their phone and it wound up with an inmate. They don't say nothing because, they're not supposed to have it. So you can't go to a supervisor and be like, yeah, I dropped my phone in this somewhere. But I don't know how they was getting these phones though.
What do you think about the relationship between NYPD and corrections? And I'm
oh man. I think they got a relationship. I think it's a lot. I don't know if they. Because I guess they feel like OCO's not cops type deal. That whole ordeal thing. I think most people got respect for it. I hope so, but some of them just like.
One thing that's always bothered me is I've always considered corrections to be the job just as much as being a police officer. If anything, I've always given you guys more props than police officers.
Yeah, I think COs do deserve more. Not more props. But I feel like it's a little equal because like you could lock your dude up and then boom, that's it. Like you never see him again, never interact with him again. Me, I'm stuck. I could have a fight with this dude.
That's what I'm saying.
I have to see him every day.
He's
gonna tell me he's gonna make my life hard, and I'm gonna make his life hard. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we in this battle the whole time. So it's like it's a little bit more harder. But I feel like people just think correction because the minority is like ghetto,
right?
Like they just
classify
because the way we look,
right?
Like you said on your thing, like that perp.
The perp if you say the purpose, it's low key racism, and I stick to that. I don't care who's watching this. I'm
like
to that.
The way we look, the way just like certain things, they just look at you like the perp. Everybody think a CO is a criminal anyway.
I've heard cops say that COs are nothing but perps with guns.
There you go. I heard that too.
How does something like that make you feel?
I just think because you're just looking at the way I look, and probably when you interact with me or when you see me on the street and I'm like, yeah, I'm on a job or whatever. You're like, oh, you're not on my job type deal. You know how that go. Or you're not on my job. I dealt with that before.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, like, just chill, like, I'm on a job. I'll take it.
Like you get pulled over or something like that. And they'll say they'll say that to you, bro?
Yeah, like, oh, you're not on my job.
Nah, that's crazy.
That before,
Wow.
So that's one of the things that it came to. But even my aunt, that was an NYPD cop. She one time this cop tried to tell me my car was stolen. I had just bought it. I just bought my car. I just bought my Charger, brand new Charger, and I get pulled over. He was following me. I see him following me and stuff like that. I'm like, what? All right, cool. He pulled me over. I ain't got no 10 on my car at this time.
Yeah.
So he like, yeah, your registration don't come back. Something he said about the car. I'm like, nah, like I got the bill. Like this is my first car I bought on my own. So I ain't know you're supposed to keep like the bill of sale in the car.
Yeah.
You know, certain thing. I ain't know certain things supposed to, transpire, whatever. So I get my aunt on the phone. I'm like, yo, honestly, like they doing too much. I'm like, she an NYPD officer. He was a sergeant. He was like, I don't talk to officers. I'm a sergeant. And if she want to talk to me, she could meet me at the precinct. I'm like, yo, like,
yeah.
Like, what you mean?
That
like
extra for no reason.
She trying to explain like he bought the car. So I had to like get my moms to bring like the bill of sale and that. I ain't know. So like that was a whole deal that I had dealt with one time too. Like, and I was just like, yo, bro, like that right there kind of discouraged me too. Like one point to be like,
to be a cop.
Yeah, like, like do law enforcement period. Cause I was like, yo, that's messed up, bro. Like my aunt telling you she a cop. She trying to tell you like, yo, like, hold on, like his mother's bringing it, like, cause they was like, when I tell you, like, they was about to like do a number on me, like,
yeah,
like I was like, yo, like, just hold on, I was going back and forth with them, like, sometimes like stolen, you had that, like, that is what it is, but it was like, yo, like for you to even not want to talk to my aunt, you know what I'm saying?
You know why? Because some cops, they just be so thirsty for that collar. They be so thirsty to get that arrest and say, this is what it is that I got. To please their commanding officer or to get the accolades from, whoever.
But I like that definitely discouraged me at one point. But then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get in. I'm gonna be the change. I'm gonna try to, see if I could change it, whatever. But it was just one of those things, man. Like that discouraged me a lot. But and then when I said like when working on Rikers Island, it was a gift and a curse working there, because some days you go to work, you're going like the day room and hang out with these dudes all day, like, and they would be like hanging out on the block. You just talk about sports, definitely like rap music and stuff like that. Like if you know what's going on, like that would be your best time. Like like don't think. I don't want people to think Rikers Island is like it's a wild place. Yeah, things happen, fights, cuts, and things like that. But when you get these dudes and y'all chilling, you had the best time of your life. And sometimes when they get out of control, you just be so upset, like, yo, bro, like, why you? And like I said, you see them calm and chill, but sometimes they just got to do what they got to do because they there, and it's understandable. I mean, some dudes are just straight, just like, it's like, you just like can't stand them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, bro, like, you never, like, I never do a favor for you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then like favor as in like, you get an extra chicken on chicken day type deal. You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. You always had that housing area that, where it's just like, they don't like you, you don't like them. They know they're going to have a bad day because now I got to do everything by the book.
Right.
Being in jail, you don't want officers to do by the book.
Right.
Because that's a tough day for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I said, a lot of the COs is just more so just, a lot of COs is just chill. Like we chill. Like everybody cool. We kick back, sit back. We just chill. We don't care. Like, go ahead. Like we cool. Like if you cool, we cool. You know what I'm saying?
Now you said you was in ESU. How did that come about?
Yeah,
what does that look like?
I mean, you know, ESU.
Like what's the process? I know the process with NYPD is.
Yes, but so it's kind of the same thing. So you interview and things like that. Like ESU, like you see ESU, like you used to see them in the hallways and stuff like that. Like so they look good, pause. Like it just looks smooth. It look.
It's an elite. It's elite.
Like,
it's an elite unit.
Then, you see the dudes that stay. You're like, oh no, like that's what's up. They the best of the best.
Yeah.
And there's no talking when ESU arrived. Like you seen they dealt with inmates different. You know what I'm saying? Like when ESU walked through the hallways, yo, face the wall. You got some inmates that won't face the wall. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, don't be like that.
Time to get busy.
Yeah, so but the process was just basically like you interview and stuff like that. And they basically tell you like, you do your interview, and just like, hey, like, listen, we gotta protect our officers. Like, when they cry for help, we gotta go in. We gotta take the shit in the, like, you're gonna take the shit in the stickers sometimes. And you 24-hour call, you there, you got to handle every situation. And when I got in there, we did our whole 2-week hell week. That's like, it's.
What were the physical requirements?
The physical, like the base test was just like, I think 50 push-ups, 50 sit-ups, and like 2-mile run, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you go through your 2 weeks of hell week.
And what's that consist of?
Man, just a beating. just like work, like just like a boot camp. It's really like a boot camp, like military style, just getting dirty every day and just learning, different, also training to be, elite and stuff like that, and doing things in a safe manner, doing things in a apprehending, the inmates and
tactics and stuff like that,
and things like that. Definitely a lot of cell extractions and things like that. It was a being like, you go home sore every day. But when you was ESU, it's just like, like the inmates knew, like ESU was just like, some inmates was like, don't play with ESU, and some inmates like, nah, I'm going out on ESU, because that was like an up rank for them,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna get some inmates that's gonna be like, they're gonna comply with you, and you're gonna get some that's just like, nah.
But they're never
they're
never winning.
Yeah, you're not going. Some gonna say they won. Some going, because they take, if they punched you, they won. Like, if I punched you, I got you.
Yeah.
I don't care about what happened after. I still punched you. Like
that's what that's
when they punch you, it's like an aha, because you can't do nothing.
Yeah.
So if they punch you and they get away from you, that it's like aha.
Wait, why can't you do anything? If you're trying to apprehend them.
Yeah, but if he give up, if he punch you and say, all right, chill, I'm good.
Oh, okay.
It's like, wow, it's like,
that's wild.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and sometimes, you be like, all right, I ain't even gonna write you up. I got you. I'm gonna see you again. Like, and then and inmates don't understand, like, this is life in general. We always gonna need somebody. You know how many of these dudes that was so tough and stuff like that, they get cut and they come running to you?
Of course.
Like, yo, you just was, you want to beat me up. You got cut, now you want to run to me. CO. You get beat up. They run up in your cell. You don't want your cell door to lock. Nah, leave my cell door alone. Don't touch my cell door.
Now they want it to lock.
Now when dudes, now you no good no more. Now dudes run up in your cell. Yo, CO, what happened, bro? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you always gonna need somebody. So these dudes, they felt like getting a punch on you or spitting on you, splashing you. They got one up on you, whatever. And it's like, it's nothing you could do about it. You know what I'm saying? Because then it makes it some. He retaliated against me because I splashed him this day. And there's, you always, like, you never get the full story from inmates about what they do. It's always, the CO just beat me up, or they set me up, or they did this to me, they did that to me. So,
well, I know what stopped me from going to jail was watching the show Oz.
Oz.
That stopped me from.
It was a few movies that my mother used to make me watch.
Really?
It was Oz. It was one called Prison Songs. You ever saw that with Mos Def and Mary J. Blige?
No.
Yes, it's a good one.
Prison Songs.
Everybody should definitely let their kids watch that.
Okay.
If they're going through, definitely let your kids watch Prison Songs. It's a real good movie. DJ Justin, he was in that. He was a kid then. He did good. Fat Joe was actually in it as well.
DJ Justin, he was like that kid that used to DJ and he had like a boy that used to rap.
Yeah, I used to see him all the time, like, around in the Empire and stuff like that when he used to come through and host like things like that. So I kind of like, I know him. I was a kid, I got hyped because I knew him or whatever. But yeah, Prison Song, Fat Joe was in it. It's a real good, like, that's one movie that always stick with me. And I always tell like kids to watch Prison Songs and stuff like that. Some people say like Shawshank Redemption and all these other movies, but Prison Songs is just showing you how a kid just made a mistake. It ain't. I think it didn't even have nothing to do with him. Type deal. He wound up going to jail. He was a good dude.
Yeah.
Like movies like that just make you be like, like, nah, bro, that's why you can't treat everybody the same.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You never know their situation. Some people don't believe. Some people are innocent, but just sometimes you just like I like some inmates. I see their situation and you understand why they did what they did.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
right?
And sometimes I'm like, nah, I got you, bro. Like, ain't like one dude he cried to me. Like we sitting there just having like, because when you were CO, you were a mentor, you were teacher, like that. A lot of the inmates helped me grow.
Wow.
They like, because I was working with the younger kids, so I used to look at them like little brothers, even though how bad they was, or like. like I used to look at them like, nah, like, you know, even the little rappers that used to come through and stuff like that. And I'll be talking to them and y'all just try to mentor them. A lot of them I knew because they used to play football with my brother. Some of them used to be at my mother's house. You know what I'm saying? Like they used to be around me all the time. So they knew me. So, and like they'd be like, you know, like they'd tell me their situations. I'm like, no, I got you, bro. Like, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But you just gotta grow from that. So like I said, I get a lot of DMs, a lot of, you know, they always hit me up. Yo, I found your page. Yo, I'm glad I see you doing your thing, whatever. Yo, I appreciate you talking to me. I appreciate you having a conversation with me and things like that. And like like I said, like people don't see that side of a lot of COs. A lot of COs mentor these dudes day in and day out. Like you got these it's called the YART team, Young Adolescent Response Team, where you see like this dude named Big White DC. They got this thing called Fatherless No More, or something like that. They just had like a big stream, and these dudes are big influence inside the jails, like big influence. Like they the ones who get most of like the programs to come in, you know, keep the kids in tune with certain things. You know what I'm saying? And they had bad days. You know, they're the coolest COs and things like that, but they had their bad days and run-ins with inmates. You know what I'm saying? But you put so much time, and that's the only thing I used to take home with me was just like, dang, how can I help him when he get out? Or how can I help him? Or like, can he be a CO when he get out? You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I mean? Because a lot of them be like, Dad, that's crazy. Like you come in like I like what you're doing. I see how you moving. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, so they, like, especially like when they see you outside, like when they get out and they see you outside and they see you in a certain setting, they're like, oh, what the hell you doing over here in the projects? Respect for you. Like, from this building, you know what I mean? Like, they're like, what you doing over here in the projects? What you doing on this block? What you doing? Like, nah, that's my family. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, when they go from the hood, from seeing you in the hood to they see you behind the gate, they're like, oh. Right. Like, you know, like, and then sometimes I'm like, oh, like, what you think? I'm a snitch, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, like nobody care, bro. Nobody care about what job you got. A job is a job, man. That's why I try to push them, bro. Get a job, bro. Like, if you're in the street, get out of it, because the long term, and like I said, these processes they use when you was younger against you. You know what I'm saying? Just because, you know, it's just, like, and then people don't understand. We understand it. When you young and in the hood, that stuff is just fun. You know what I mean? Running around, just causing a nuisance. It's just fun. You know what I mean? So you just be like, yo, just get
you don't really think about the repercussions.
Yeah, you don't think about long term. Like, I would have never thought that something I did when I was 16 would come up. You know what I mean? And that was a lot of people problem.
That's
like
the story.
Yeah, but you look at like Rikers Island, like a lot of COs on Rikers Island, you know, they talk about their NYPD process, because a lot of COs, everybody that's a CO probably
went through at one point or another.
Went through NYPD. They all probably apply for NYPD at some point. Some be like, I ain't want to be no cop. You know, you hear them say that, but they all had the same thing. Oh, I jumped the turnstile. I got turnstile ticket.
Well, I had weed on me.
I had weed on me. I got pulled over. I was trespassing. It's like, yo, bro, like, that's petty stuff but how am I supposed to grow? Like, because I'm a kid with nothing coming out of high school, growing into my life. Yeah, granted, some kids don't get into nothing, especially your kids from like, no disrespect, like Long Island, the suburban areas, because they can't just go outside and go hang out with friends and you know, go to the train. They ain't got no money and be like, I'm gonna just jump the train. Or they Metro card ain't working no more, so they jumped the train when they were 16 and stuff like that. So it's like, don't treat this inner city kids, and you know, it's just that thing of, I did it, you could do it, you know. But I think everybody's situation is different. There's some kids out here that's good kids, and they just gotta do what they got, because they gotta eat. They gotta provide for their family. You know what I mean? So they do what they gotta do. There's no excuse for it. But some people just like, what else? Because when you go apply for McDonald's, for like, because I was going through that phase when I was in high school trying to apply for jobs. You know, Foot Locker, McDonald's, nobody calling you back. Nobody hitting you up, especially when you graduate, you 18, you know, you can't wait till you're 21. So
I had to settle for fast food for
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So you worked at McDonald's. Luckily for me, when I got high school, I was a custodian, whatever, but it's like, yo, bro, it get hard when you graduate high school, you know, and these jobs not calling you back. So what you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to what I know. It's easier for me to go and do bust a move or do something. That's easy, you know what I mean? But when these jobs don't call you back or give you updates, you know, people get discouraged. You know what I'm saying? And I see that all the time. And I used to hate when people like get like disqualified, or like I see they process. Even like when people call me now, like, you know, they DM me and stuff and be like, oh, I got disqualified from correction for this. You know, I mean, some people not mentally right. I get it. You know, some people, some people just not mentally right.
Still have to be standards.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It still has to be a standard. You know, it is what it is. You know, sometimes they tell me their situation, but I think people that been like arrested for petty stuff, even like domestic sometimes, like if it wasn't no crazy, because man, I tell you, people know how to play you.
Yeah,
domestics, you know what I'm saying? Like
I know.
Like I
talked about that too.
Like especially people like them bitter baby mothers, baby fathers. Where like, you know what I'm saying? You know, even when you want a job, it's like, yo, I can't even have an argument with my shorty. You know what I'm saying?
I made a post about what not to tell your wife or your spouse, especially if you know that they're jealous or you know that they're vindictive, because there's certain things that we can disclose to them from other people's circumstances or experiences that could easily line us up.
There's any little thing, and I'd be like, yo, bro, like y'all ain't even gonna investigate that first. I just don't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, which goes to this.
Because I had a homeboy, he like he got it, like, and this is what I'm saying, like when people understand your situation, it helps you out. Because one of my homeboys, he had a situation where his baby mother didn't get along, whatever, and like the investigator, like, and that I talked about that too, but the investigator was doing a good job in that day investigation and called the baby mother, and they like, yeah, I could tell she was just like bitter.
So
like,
they went deep. They didn't just leave that surface level.
Yes,
see,
right.
That's good. That's the right way to do it.
That's another thing with like NYPD. I was like, y'all ain't even give me a fair chance. Like, y'all ain't called no supervisors. Y'all ain't called like my family. Like, y'all looking at black and white and judging somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why don't you go meet my pops?
Why do you think?
You know what I'm saying? Why don't you go meet my grandfather? You know what I'm saying? Go see what he think. You know what I mean? Why don't you go out and do the footwork? And like, I was like, Doug, did you even call my references? Like, I got like 6 NYPD cops on there. Like I said, I had a mentor that I was in high school with. I put him on there. He was in NYPD for a long time. You know what I mean? So it's like, yo, you ain't reach out to nobody and do your steps. Like, hear what they got to say. You know what I mean? So it's like, yo, that like you're not giving people a fair chance if you're not even putting in the footwork. You just like, nah, you
just like that. You know, the strength of who your pops is or who your pops was.
Or like I'm like, even my grandfather, I'm like, y'all bringing up my grandfather? Like,
nah, that's crazy.
Like, what the hell? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's crazy. 2 generations.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all bringing up my grandpops, like, that's crazy. But like I said, man, it made me, like, everything I've been through, I used it. And that's what everybody always tell me. Like, use what you know and what you've been through. Yeah, it's going to benefit you in the long run. You know what I'm saying?
So with me, what I was going to say about Oz, going back to that, is one of the things that really, it wasn't the violence, because I was always able to fight for the most part, but the sexual assaults. That's what scared. I didn't know that's what jail was about. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, my man, at a BC, I always say this, that dude had me terrified.
Right.
So
nah, but
so what was that reality in Rikers?
Rikers, you don't see that too much.
Really?
Yeah, you don't see that too much. Like a rape case or like, I forgot, I can't say that no more. But one of those cases, a sexual assault case like that, when that come about, it's just one of those like you rarely see that. Everything, if somebody did do it, it was like willingly, but nobody like COs on Rikers Island, they're on their job though. Like everybody on their job. Like they in the shower, yo, what y'all doing in the shower? Like nobody, you know, and this one man cells too in Rikers Island. Like
really?
Double bunks. Yeah, it's no double bunks like that. But these dudes are still being each other's cells all night doing stuff, but it was never like that. But now sometimes state inmates will come down to Rikers Island. And I don't know, for some reason, it was just like, they'll let you know, like, I'm a state inmate. Like, it was just, I never understood it. It was just,
what's that?
I don't know. I never got to the bottom of it, but they just like, yeah, if the state inmate's gonna let you know they're a state inmate.
And what does that mean? What by them telling them that, what is that?
I don't know, but even as a CO, they'd be like, nah, leave him alone. He a state inmate. Like, it was just one of those things, like, he just a state inmate. Like, I don't know. Maybe people put in the comment section on what the difference between that state inmate thing is, but that state inmate
stigma is a stigma.
So
right?
like a person that was alternative lifestyle. You say those people like they would come to Rikers Island and like the kids would like try to make jokes on them.
Okay.
And it's like, nah, don't do that. with them because like the stuff they say
transgender,
yeah, they try to talk crazy to them, and they be like, you don't know who you talking to. I'm a state inmate. Like they said that to the younger dude, you know.
So what's the like? I don't get it. What's the stigma with a state inmate? Like, why do they say it like it's a badge of honor?
Like, I don't know, because upstate is just a different beast. Like I like upstate is just different. Like they'll tell you, like upstate is different. Inmates will tell you, they'll be like, yo, the stuff I do in Rikers Island, I can't do upstate. They'll tell you that. Like the stuff I do in Rikers Island, I can't do upstate. Some inmates try to fight their case or try not to make it upstate. They'll try to do their time on Rikers Island so they get time served without going upstate.
So state is worse.
Oh yeah, state is worse.
In what sense? Because it sounds like Rikers Island is like hell on earth. So
it's hell on earth, but upstate is just like, I don't know.
You're there for the long run. So
because you gotta remember, you dealing with dudes with life sentences and stuff like that. So they inmates run everything. COs we just did.
Yeah.
Inmates run everything. So when you got a dude that's doing life, like that's how the feds was. People were sentenced to 20 years and stuff like that. So they want things a certain way too. So inmate could do something I can't.
Right.
You feel me? So if they say, yo, we don't operate like this, or we don't do this, and you don't follow that rule, yeah, good luck. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I was watching like an interview one time and a dude was talking about like, he didn't know how the dude he was talking to, like he was like talking crazy to a dude, and he was like, yo, if I ain't get that, if you'd have tried to punk me off the bottom bunker, I think it was fighting like over the bunker saying, he said, like, I would have had to kill you. But he ain't know like the dude ran to prison or something like that. He's like, yo, like Lord knows like what would have happened if it would have turned dead. You know what I'm saying? But inmates run jails. Like we just did, COs did.
Yeah.
You know that, and that was the thing I learned in the feds too. They was like, yo, you here? You know, we kind of run ourselves type deal. You know what I'm saying?
So I know it didn't affect you much, the job, but do you have any particular circumstances where you've seen other COs where they might have wanted to quit based off of a scenario, like a story or...
Oh yeah, people quit all the time. People like as soon as you walk in there, you like, because it's like when you walk in there, right, as a recruit, right, your first day, you know, you're supposed to be with an officer, and the inmates take your shoes and your jacket off you, and the officer standing right there. And then now
the inmates take what as a recruit?
As a recruit.
Wait, run that back, bro.
As a new inmate, a new officer, you come in and the inmates take your shoes and your jacket off you, and there's an officer standing right there.
Why are they taking?
And then now,
taking the shoes and jacket off?
Just, like when you knew, they know you knew. So inmates are gonna see how far they could go with you. Inmates are going to test you.
So what? They'll be like, yo, let me get that. Like, and they'll keep it?
Yeah, they're gonna take it. Yeah, they're gonna take your jacket. They're gonna take your jacket. I think they took his shoes or something like that. And then like now when the captain or like the supervisor come and get it back, it's like, all right, they just give it back. So it's not happening to this dude. Like,
but why does the officer just stand there?
It's like
is it like hazing?
Nah, the officer just like, he probably might be like chill or something, but some officers just be scared too. Like some officers that's there, some officers are just there, like literally just there. Like they just, in the words,
they're just getting paid.
Some officers are just scared, but like, it's like, what you want me to do? I'm gonna fight with this dude over a jacket and get beat up by everybody, or like, what do I do?
Wait, so they come in their off-duty apparel? Is that what it is?
Nah, I'm talking about like a correction, like shiny shoes and like I'm telling you, like like yeah, you see it, like when the recruits come in and like when the recruits come in on like their first day or like. They go in like
I've never heard that before. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah, things happen. Yeah.
Wow. What's one of the most violent incidents that you've experienced while there?
The most violent?
Or that you've seen somebody that was a CEO in Rikers was like, yo, this is too much.
Like I think every time I see an officer get assaulted, and it's like beat badly. So for no reason.
What have you experienced?
I've been assaulted. I've been jumped a few, not a few times, but I've been jumped one time.
Wow.
You said why?
No, I said wow.
Yeah, the why.
But why too? Yeah.
It was just like the dude just trying to like put his hand on top of my head, Like he tried to like
Tried to stun you?
Yeah, he tried to palm the top of my head because he was like, because we was trying to lock in the housing area. Like we was trying to lock them in. I walk in there, they like, oh yeah, you here. Like they just start getting all like riled up and excited. Like these dudes, like we always just had like a back and forth thing with these dudes. Like it just like I'm like, yo, why y'all just leave me alone? Like they just get excited. You know, like once they see like you, because they try to get you out of character.
Yeah.
Just like these dudes that be having the phones out.
That's true, yeah.
But they know they get free money. And that's what like people that I learned in the feds or wherever I went, it's like you are a check. You are a check. So these dudes will get under, especially when you do that rah-rah stuff. Yeah. And that's what I had to learn. I had to, and a lot of the OGs would pull me to the side like, you can't. Nah.
Gotcha.
That all that free stuff, that don't man, ain't gonna look good in here. Like, don't do it. So a lot of the OGs that was there would tell me, don't, like, all that pulling up your pants, like, yeah, what's up, what we doing, and like that. You know, my body language. It was like, your body language is that right there.
Don't match them.
Yeah, so it's like, you know.
Don't mirror them.
Right, so, you know, they trying to get under my skin or whatever. He tried to palm the top of my head.
Who does that, though?
Yeah, he tried to palm the top of my head. I mean, they said, you know, he went to go, I mean, he had the bad end of the stick, and then they, you know, we always, you know, I had my little, I rode with a team, a security team. So we'd be all together and, you know, we was getting it on with them, whatever. You know, fun day. Nobody seriously got hurt. I mean, he had a bad day. So other than that.
You didn't get injured?
For me?
Yeah.
I think I had like a little cut on my lip, but it was not serious. They, you know.
How many people jumped you? So one.
How many?
How did
I think it was 12 of them.
How did it go from one guy palming the top of your head?
Nah, he didn't palm. He went to go. He went to go do it because he was like, "Oh, you my little man." And went to go do it. Like once I seen that, it was like, "Oh, bro, like, yeah, you know." Fortunately for him, you know, he got some bumps and bruises, but he was there. But they see like he was standing next to me.
Yeah.
So like they like, you know, all the other dudes hyping him up. Yeah, you know. I'm like, yo, bro, like. Yo, go ahead, man. Like, yo, touch me. Like I'll lose my job, but you're not gonna sum me. Like, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Fortunately, you know, we got into that situation. But you know,
so you went up against him, and then everybody else jumped in.
Mm-hmm. Like even my I don't know if you've seen the interview Big did with my guy Rose. He was a CO. He got jumped by the kids too, just by telling like, and he one of the most chill. He was one of the chillest dudes you ever meet. And it's just like you can't like when you tell them no and they don't get their way. I'm like, all right, it's on. You know what I'm saying? So that's where you run to like a lot of your situations. Bro. Like when you just like, yo, bro, nah, I can't do it. You know, you scared to say no, then
yeah,
you know. But that I never like I said, I never witnessed like me. I always kind of like handle a lot of situations in a good way.
Yeah,
where it never escalated. But I was getting into it a lot, like uses the forces to the roof. But I think just like dudes getting cut, like seeing people just face split open.
Yeah.
Seeing dudes get hot water thrown on them and skin peeling off.
And usually it's over what?
Just because. Sometimes just because you're from another set, another hood. You're a snitch.
Yeah. What's the most brutal thing to witness? Like you just mentioned boiling water. I've heard about the oil and water.
Yeah, they don't do that no more. They never gave them oil and stuff like that. But it's just one of those. It's just like I think dudes getting stabbed inside the cell. Like it's just so much stuff that just happens.
Wow.
But like I said, them cell doors don't work. And it's like everybody knew about the cell doors not working.
Yeah.
Everybody knew about it. Like every supervisor, every ADW, every warden, everybody knew about the cell doors not working. And man, like they would just still hold you accountable.
Mm-hmm.
Like why these inmates not locked in? It's like, you know, the cell doors don't work.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like why you still coming at me for? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it was just crazy, man. And you know, none of the supervisors really did nothing about it. Some did. Don't get me wrong. Some did what they supposed to do.
Yeah.
But some, you know, it was just a bad day. Like it just. Well, I never seen nothing too crazy.
Okay. No, that's
for me it was nothing. Like I said, assaults happen. You seen fights.
Yeah.
Seen people get jumped. Unfortunately, some inmates would love that I was there.
Yeah.
Because they knew I was like I'll be fighting with them. You know what I'm saying? Like me and this dude cool now because I done helped him from getting his ass whipped. You know what I'm saying? So like I was kind of fast on like spraying and breaking up the fights and stuff like that. I had a good team. It's like my whole crew was kind of good. So we but things just happen. Unfortunately for CO, you just gonna see some of the worst. Right. Like some of the stuff they'd be chilling and it'll just happen. Like
just pop off.
Like what the hell? Like y'all was just sitting here. Like so you get that. But yeah, I never really experienced none. Like I said, seeing it, like people face getting cut, and me, I was just always. That's why I always had situations because I'm like, nah, we're not doing that. Yeah. Like nah, not why. Especially like while I'm here, right. we're not doing that. Like nah. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna cut nobody. We're not having that while I'm here. Like nobody. I'm not there no more, so nobody never got cut like on my watch.
What were some of your biggest challenges as a CO?
The big challenges is just trying to not control them, but just trying to, just trying to figure out how your day gonna go. Because every day, like your day is just like, am I gonna be cool with these dudes? We gonna have a good day today? Yeah. Are they politicking? Yeah. Something ain't right. So the challenge is just trying to figure out how the day gonna go.
It's never played a part in your personal life in any way, shape, or form, like family life, having to work overtime, mandated. Like I've heard COs have to do triples sometimes.
Yeah. Like, but they tell you like you gotta have a babysitter on top of a babysitter. Yeah, like you'll go to the locker room, get dressed, put your clothes on, be ready to walk out the door. When you go walk out that door,
that's hard, man.
They're like, oh nah, we need you. You gotta stay. Like, wow. Yo, what? Like I'm on my way home, you know what I'm saying? So, or sometimes you'll be on a post and that probably was the most challenging. Like being on a post and not knowing when you're gonna get relieved. Yeah. Especially like if you got like the worst housing area. It's like the worst housing areas because of these dudes. Like that's why I like when I see people protesting and doing all this stuff for them and all of this. And I'm like, do y'all know who y'all doing this for? Like the COs ain't doing that. Yeah. We just chilling. But these dudes is doing it to each other. And that's why when people be coming home telling us, yeah, I was knocking this dude out, I was cutting this dude. I'm like, y'all don't hear that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, feel like 6ix9ine, like, oh, they gonna cut this part out. They don't see that part. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't care about that. They gonna say I'm lying, you know what I'm saying? But like y'all processing for dudes that do stuff. Rikers Island is the way it is because the people that's there.
Right.
Like they'll say, oh, the COs. Bro, I'm coming to work, sit here. All I gotta do is tell them, yo, lock in, lock out, eat, whatever the case may be. We and COs, we do everything we can. We feed, try to get them all the programs. Everything is theirs, but it's dumb.
The average CO's quality of life, what would you say that looks like?
Shoot, everybody doing good. Everybody, big houses, nice cars.
How about relationships?
Divorces,
not divorced.
Some people go through divorces. I mean, I think that's just life, period, whatever. Like, even people with normal corporate jobs go through divorces.
Because cops is pretty high.
Cops is high, but I think, that's just the whole stigma. I don't know, bro. Like, that whole thing about divorces because of overtime. But if people not understanding like what you're doing and your work stuff, that's just somebody that's just not understanding what the work you do. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you work too much overtime, we gotta get a divorce, and oh, you always at work, and like.
But not only that, what about the stress that comes along with the job? Because I found that with me being a police officer, sometimes the nonsense that goes on at work. I always said that when I put up the uniform, when I took off my uniform and placed it in my locker, I tried to leave it there. Right? And I thought I was doing a good job at it. But then years later, I started to realize, like, this is why I'm active. Because I'm not around my family enough. Because, you know what I'm saying, what it is that I deal with at work, whether it's my own people or whether it's out in the street. Now I just want to go home. I don't want to be around anybody. I just want to isolate.
Right.
I just want to veg out. I just want to stream Netflix, watch a whole, you know what I'm saying? I want to go home. I just want to watch a whole series straight through. I want to talk to
I had a good support system. Like my pops, my whole family was like supportive. So like even my homeboys, like, yo, we going out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, even that environment of like the COs, like we a family. Like everybody know what we go through. So like we always like having parties. We always out. We travel together. We we always doing stuff together. So it's like it's like we keep that stress to a level. Like me, or sometimes I'd be like, yo, like, I'm not going to work. I'm gonna spend time with my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause with these jobs too, you just a number. Something like you just a number.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like one mistake.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like you just a number. So it's like nobody really care about your family. Cause like I said, when you like, yo, like I want to go home. Like my kids, like, well, you gotta stay. So yeah, sometimes I don't feel like going to work. I'm gonna go spend time with my kids. You know what I'm saying? That's why I get DMs like that too. Like, how did you deal with your family and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm going to spend time with my family. If I don't feel like going to work, if I gotta call out, sometimes you might miss, because they tell you, oh, you gonna miss birthdays. Yeah, you might miss holidays.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That come with it. But do something else after the holidays. You know what I mean? Like my kids don't miss me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like my mother, my pops, like we always on the phone. I always check. They always check on me. You good? You all right? Yeah, I'm good. And like my mom, she used to love hearing the stories. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, cause you always hear like the outside story, but I'm like, nah, mom, like this is what happened today. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm telling my pops, like, yo, this is what happened. Like, yo, this is crazy. You know what I mean? Like people getting cut, like the fights and stuff like that. Or I tell them like, one time my mom's emotional, like she just said what she do. And I was walking down the street one day and this dude ran up to me and he hugged me. Like he was like, yo, like gave me a hug. And he was like, yo, thank you. This, that, and third. He telling my mom, was like, yo, your son helped me so much. Like,
wow.
He the reason, like, I'm working now. Like, and she was like, yo, what the hell? Like,
what does that do for you?
Oh, nah. I don't know. Like it did something to me, pause, but it was just like, damn, I guess I'm doing something right.
Yeah.
Like I guess I'm doing like,
yeah.
Like, am I doing the right thing?
And your mom seeing that too?
Yeah, and she and then like she started seeing that all the time. Even for my little brother when he outside, and they was like, oh, that's your brother. That's word. They telling him like, oh, call him right now, FaceTime, and he like they know like yo like. So it's like, and they just be like I said, now that I got my face out there, with a TV show, and they see me, they hit me up, yo, bro, like, yo, like this is what I'm doing with myself now. Like one dude, he like got hats, like a hat business, and things like that. He's selling hats. I'm proud of him. Like he got a whole little hat thing going on. One of them doing photography now. One of them trying to, they rapping and stuff like that. And then, like I tell him, yo, bro, always reach out to me, bro. I'm always around the way. You know what I'm saying? Like I pull up, you could chop it up. Like I said, like a lot of, and that's the thing. Like a lot of COs got things on the outside, and that's why I say you never hear about none of the good stuff the COs. Yeah, they might put it on the news, but it's not a big thing. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of them got basketball tournaments where they take some of the kids that play ball, put them in a basketball tournament.
Right.
We got the other ones that like they do other things to help like it's just like they don't see that part, you know what I'm saying? And even for, I'm pretty sure for police officers, NYPD, they take a time off for dudes they probably nabbed up and seen it. Like but dudes that never tell that story, bro. Like, and
bro, you doing something right, bro.
Yeah,
how'd you like up on to be on 60 days in?
Yeah, that too, man.
You doing something right?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I'll be like, am I doing it right? Trying to do this good boy lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like this being that, the good boy, but
how did that come about, bro?
I mean, social media. Like I put up a post out. Rikers, I used to work on Rikers Island. I had left or whatever. Probably the best job. They reached out. Social media reached out to them. They do like the little casting. They like, oh, you working? All right, bet. Let's see how you.
They DM you?
Yeah. So it's like one of those situations. Like, let's see. When you from Rikers Island, it's like, all right, let's see how you operate in jail.
Did you think that the DM was a scam?
Yeah, I definitely thought it was fake.
That's what happened with me too.
like you, is this real?
Yeah. How did they approach you? What did they say?
It's like, hey, like, all right, email this person. Like, all right,
but did they say, oh, this is, I'm reaching out, I'm a casting agent?
Yeah,
for 60 days.
I'm a casting agent. They tell you what it is and things like that. Everybody, just when you're doing it, so you reach out back and like, is this a scam? So you should say, at first I'm like, I don't trust it. You know what I mean? Because you don't know what's going on. But then fortunately, like it started like happening and talking to people, and the next thing you knew, like even when I was going there, I'm like, is this, like, I don't think this is real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm calling my brother, like, yo, got my location, right? Like, yo, this is where I'm at. Like every 5 minutes, I'm just letting them know, like, yo, ain't they, that's why, like, ain't they having, get over here, you know what I'm saying?
So you actually went in person and
for
an interview.
Mm-hmm, okay, yeah, so but everything worked out. Then you know, just like my perspective from everything. You know, like I said, I kind of played both sides of the fence. So I kind of understand this whole, I ain't gonna say low, but there's just the streets and just, you know, the law enforcement side of things and getting that different eye angle for things. So it's like I went, it was just like, you know, all right, well, here you go, going to jail. Like I bet. Like I at first I'm like, nah, y'all really put me in jail. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
How many people did you have to go up against?
what, in the jail?
No, not in the jail, but as far as how many other people do you think that they reached out to see for, like, as far as being candidates? Like,
I'm pretty sure it was a lot.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it was a lot.
I'm sure too.
But they, you know, I got picked. I was happy. I'm grateful for the moment. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, wow, thank you. Like I appreciate it. So, you know, went there. You know, I went there and the jail that I was at was like the perfect jail.
Where was it?
Utah County.
That's crazy.
Utah. It was like, yo, it was like so perfect. Like I ain't had no issues. Like I couldn't even like have a complaint. I mean, it was like a little discriminatory, you know,
like racist,
you know, a little. I mean, I would say it was. They probably, you know, I ain't gonna say it was racial, but I felt like they picked on a certain group.
The COs or the inmates
themselves? The COs. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, you know, it is what it is. I won't say it was like racist or anything like that, but it was like the way they talked to us wasn't like how they talked to, you know, like you see in the episode, I'm like, why y'all ain't talk to him like that?
Yeah.
Like y'all got all hostile with us, and that's the one that was giving y'all the problem.
I gotta watch that episode.
Yeah, you know, so yeah, it's like a highlighted clip on like YouTube. They ain't even put it in the show for real. So it's like one of those things where it's just like, why are you talking to him like that? But y'all ain't talk to us like that. Y'all was in here ready to fight us, but the dude that's giving y'all the problem, like, oh, okay, come on. I mean, dude was tripping out. He had a valid reason to trip out. You know, he was supposed to bail out and go home, and they was keeping it. You know, he like, yo, it's time for me to go. But the COs, when they came rushing in, I mean, it was a situation where the CO ain't even had to do like what he did. Like, you know, come from Rikers Island, like, bro, this is what, like, you had to have your team come in here for this, bro. Like, you could handle this,
right?
You know, so when they rushed in there, they was just on some, because they were trying to lock us in for the dude. And I'm like, yo, bro, what we locking? Like, mind you, we was locked down 20 hours a day in there.
20 hours?
Yeah. Oof. You only come out for an hour and a half, like twice or something.
How big were the cells?
Regular cells. Not big. The area is not big. So you locked in 20 hours a day.
Jeez.
So that was probably the most mental. That was
60 days, bro.
60 days. That was probably the hardest thing. Just being like, going when you had to lock in probably was the hardest part. But then you had the cool COs that would let everybody out for the 3 hours.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you like, oh, word. Like, you know, he like, yeah, y'all good. But then you had the ones that do it because they'd do like one tier at a time.
Okay.
Like the top tier come out. I'm like, yo, bro. That's why it was perfect for me, because it was safe. Because you couldn't really do nothing.
Yeah.
The way the whole setup was, the food was good.
The food was good.
Yeah, the food was good. I mean, everybody say different, but for me,
what was you eating?
Like they had cupcakes. They had oatmeal in the morning, boiled eggs. They had like spaghetti. I don't know, like they had different food. Like it was good to me. Like,
you was working out in there?
Oh yeah, definitely was getting it in. Like
got cut up.
That's all. Yeah, I definitely going in there felt like it gave me a cleanse. Like my body was was better. Like I felt
same.
I felt
here too.
Because
I didn't have the phone. I didn't have that connection. I missed my family, but
yeah, that was the only thing I had, was just missing my family.
Yeah.
And like even reading a book, like I don't even read books like that, but I had time to actually read a book. Like it was a book called Think and Grow Rich or something like that, I believe it was.
I think I got it right over there.
Yeah, so it's like one of those books that was just like, oh wow, like I don't like, it's just like it was talking to you. You know what I'm saying? As you read it, it's talking to you and telling you like, yeah, like if you want to get to a certain place, you got to keep working. You got, even if it don't work, you know, tell you about everybody's failures and what they've been through and things like that. So I had that time to go through there. I met like even the inmates that was there. You see on the show, I met this guy, Roach, white dude, cool, like one of the coolest white dudes that you would ever meet. So it's like, it's not a racist thing, but he would tell me like, yeah, bro, they don't want me talking to you, or like, word, yeah, like they'd be upset if I, like, you know what I'm saying?
For real?
Yeah. Like, yeah, but he was just like, he was so cool, bro. Like, and now I was like, you know, like I don't want to get like, you got to stay here. Like I ain't want to tell him like indirectly, but I told him like, you know, I'm from, you know, New York, whatever. you know, I'm not gonna be here. Like, you know, I don't want you getting nothing because I'm leaving. You know what I mean? You gotta live here.
What'd you tell me you were there for?
I told him I went in for stolen property, credit card fraud. Like, not credit card fraud, but still using stolen credit cards to buy stuff.
Swiping?
Yeah, like while I was out there. So yeah. So
you gave them that pretty quick?
Yeah.
And they bought it.
Yeah. You know, you gotta have a good cover story type deal. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want them to figure you out type deal.
Of course, yeah.
Because that could end bad for you. Because at the end of the day, it's still jail. Jail politics is jail politics. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and everybody thinks 60 days in, you're like, you're a rat. You know, because you're like mold, they throw you in there to investigate and find the drugs and stuff like that. It's like, nah, I'm not ratting. I'm not a snitch. I'm just I'm in jail, just figuring it out, seeing what's going on. Yeah, like I ain't snitch on nobody. You know what I mean? Some people like my pops like, nah, you snitched on this dude. Nah. I'm like, nah, that's snitch. I told him the camera was right there. Like, you still put yourself in the jam. Why would you do that? And you know, you never seen a camera here before, and there's a camera here now. Why would you go do something? That's kind of stupid. You know what I'm saying? That's how dudes get themselves caught up. And my pops like, nah, you snitch. So we going back and forth the whole time. Like, nah, don't call me. You arguing. I'm like, nah, don't call me no snitch. You know what I'm saying? But we just, you know, but he was like, oh, yeah. You know, I had to play it for him to show him like, nah, I ain't no snitch. But, you know, it's just, but the show is meant to show how people from all walks of life go through jail differently. Like me, I was mentally prepared for it because of my uncle.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shoot,
you know, like I was mentally prepared for it. My pops and like the way jail is, like it's jail. Like my mom's, even my mom, my pops, everybody in my family will tell you only promise 3 house and a cot. Why you? That's why when people go in jail and cry about, oh, is it? You know what jail is, bro? Like you can't take a punishment and be expecting to get it rewarded for it. It's jail, bro. Don't go. If you don't like it, don't go. You know what I'm saying?
Who would have ever thought that your uncle teaching you about jail would work out for a social experiment? That's crazy, bro.
That's why you're a big influence and don't understand.
I love your chains and I love your pendants.
Yes.
Especially the crosses.
Yeah.
How relevant is that in your walk, your spiritual walk? Are you connected to?
I just feel like everything I do, like everything, like all my failures, everything I've been through in life, like, you know, like I said, I've been stabbed when I was in 6th grade. Involved. Yeah, like everything I've been through in life and where I'm at now, like I'm just blessed. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't take it for granted. And I'm just happy to be where I'm at now, man. Like, I'm just happy. Like I said, some people expected me to be a different way. You know what I'm saying? Because my mom and pops had me when they was 16, 17 years old. Okay. You know what I mean? So they looked at them like, oh, I can't. You know what I'm saying? And people judged them because I was always, you know, flying. Oh, stop buying them all those good sneakers and buying them all this stuff. And they looked at them as young parents and things like that. And, you know, so it was like, I just blessed, man. Like I'm just blessed. And like we doing like I said, I would have never thought what my uncle showed me.
That's crazy, bro.
Because like when I see on the show, like they give out a toothbrush and I'm like, oh yeah, it's definitely, oh yeah, somebody went outside and shop, and like that's part of the game. Like that's the knowledge. So everything my uncle told me and prepared, jail is jail. You can't take your family with you. Do not take your family with you to jail. Can't do that because it will break you. So if you don't know these things, you're gonna break.
What does that mean?
Can't take your family with you to jail?
Yeah.
Meaning like what they say, your girl ain't your girl no more. Yeah, you're gonna miss your kids, but hey, at this point, this is what you signed up for and this is what it is.
I think it's so funny that you and I can actually have a conversation about a challenge in jail because that's pretty much what it is that I had to do. And it was really hard, bro. Yeah. I mean, I was in there for 100 days.
Yeah, 100 days. 100 days. When I seen that, I said 100 days is crazy.
Did you get a phone call? Did you get phone calls?
Oh, while I was in jail?
To your family? Were you able to call them?
Yeah, I was able to call them. That was the worst time.
That was worse.
That was the worst. That probably, like I was good until I got on that phone and you hear the kids. Oh, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. You know, you like, dang, like, why am I doing this? You know, that's what make you be like, yo, why am I doing this? Like, like I ain't even supposed to be in here, you know what I'm saying? But even for dudes that's in jail, it's like, bro, even if I like, and I'd be like, "Yo, this could have been my life for real too." So I'm gonna suck it up and eat it.
Wow,
you know what I'm saying? Like
that's crazy.
Like you have to, because it's like you can't take your family to jail with you, and every time I would think about that, like, all right, cool, all right, so what's your kids? They good? All right, hang up. All right, bet, break it off. Right, let's get back to what we in here for. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you cannot take your kids to take your family to jail with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like my little brother, that's like my best friend. So it's like, talk to him like, you good? Should we eat? They were like, all right, bro, like, yo, because I'll be in there like, nah, I can't do this no more. Like, I'm locked in. Like, bro, just finish it, bro. Stop acting like that. You know what I mean? He'd be like, yo, you only got like 2 more days. Like, 2 more days. Like,
easier said than done. Easier said than done, bro. I'm trying to look
for sympathy from him. He like, oh, bro, come on, son. Like, you acting like, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? So,
at least you got that. I didn't even get that.
Oh, yeah, you had 100 days, no phone.
No phone.
That was a different type of beast.
Yeah, literally. Mm-hmm. I got to see did you see the episode?
No, I didn't get a chance to watch the whole thing.
Yeah, no worries. I got to see my family at day 50, but that was it. That's the only communication that I had. And I saw it for about 3 hours. Wow. Yeah. So for me, I mean, the only reason why I knew that would be the thing that could possibly break me is because I saw it break other people into other challenges. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I have to try to, and that's tough, man, to the people that you care about the most, to try to park them in the back of your brain and your feelings and not let it come up. Yeah. Man. Like, how did you go ahead?
No, I'm saying, like, my mom's like, she was just another one, like, yo, bro, it's jail, bro. You know what you signed up for. Like, what you crying about? Like, I wasn't crying, but I was complaining. Like, she's like, all right, like, that's what I always told you growing up. Like, it's jail. What do you expect?
Yeah, but when you in it, it's different.
It's in it, but that's what that's like, can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, it's like I said, you can't be like, oh, I want to go to Diddy house, and like, you know what the situation is before you get there. You went there, you know what I'm saying? Like, you did what you had to do to get there.
What you signed up for.
Right, so like, yeah, some people are innocent, but at the end of the day, if you're innocent, you gotta fight your case. That's just what come with it, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, try not to put yourself in a position where you go to jail. Like me, I tell people anytime, I'll go to jail any day if I have to. For my family, if I have to, I will. Yeah. You know, they'd be like, oh, you do a sentence for my family, or if I feel like I have to, I'm in a situation where I have to, yeah, absolutely. But I stay away from stuff that's gonna put me in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's like, it's jail, bro. Like, that's why when I hear people talk about these, especially like watching previous seasons of 60 Days and everybody complaining, oh, who is this? Bro, it's jail. You ain't promised no hot water either. Yeah. You're lucky that's just the standards they give you. You know what I'm saying? You promised, 3 hots in a cot. That's it. 3 hots in a cot. Nothing else. All that special program and all that extra stuff. That's extra that people need to be grateful for. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, and all the stuff you getting out of the jail is, like, you got to be thankful for that, bro. Word. Because you only promised 3 hots in the cots. And some places, that's what they do. 3 hots in the cot. You ain't getting nothing else. So, this is
3 hots in the cots, meaning 3 meals.
3 meals. Yeah. A bed. And that's it. And that's what my uncle told me. Get 3 hots in the cots. And if you want to deal with dudes like me, that's what you get.
What was that transition like from leaving 60 Days in, coming back home?
I felt like I was stuck.
Yeah.
You felt the same way? Like, bro, you was 100 days behind. Like, I felt like I was 60. Like, it was like I came out and Diddy was no longer a thing. Like, he was no longer the cool guy. He was this like he's whoa, done off. Diddy, because that's when I wound up going in there. He was like, he raided his house. Then it was like,
when did you go in?
I went in around. I know it was around the time when Meek Mill and Kendrick or Lamar was beefing with each other.
Meek Mill and Kendrick? What, this is like 23?
Was it Meek Mill and Kendrick or Drake?
Drake and Kendrick.
No, it was something with Meek Mill.
What year was it?
Yeah, it was Drake and Kendrick.
What year?
This was 2024, 2023. What was it? 2023, yeah, 2023. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, Diddy was going through what he is going through. Nobody messed with Diddy. I'm like, what happened to Diddy? Like, something was going on with Meek Mill. I'm like, well, Meek Mill not cool no more. Like, then Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef, and I'm like, Kendrick Lamar pop out every 5 years. Like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? So like when I got out, I'm trying to catch up on everything. You know what I mean? Like, so I just felt like I was behind on I just felt like I was stuck. Like I didn't even get a haircut for 60 days. I wasn't letting them cut my hair. Like,
oh yeah, me either. I didn't get a haircut for 100 days either.
So it's like, you know, like all of that, like even taking a shower, like laying down in the bed, an actual bed, like I was just like, and it's like when people that go back and forth to jail, but you gotta remember too, right? Like this is a thing that stuck with me, and I was thinking it was an inmate that told me this. I don't know. I think it was an inmate. Inmate told me this. He said, "Yo, bro, you gotta remember, a lot of these dudes don't even have beds at home. A lot of these dudes don't have games at home." So yeah, it was an inmate because he was telling me, he said, "What you think they doing to these kids? Putting these games, these tablets, all this stuff inside this jail, and they don't got it at home. Where do you think they're gonna be comfortable at?"
Wow.
I said, because
or three. Well, you say 3 hots, that too.
That 3 hots, exactly.
They're not getting that.
That extra chicken, that like friends. Now they got friends. They you know.
Wow.
So when he said that to me, he said, "Yo, they are destroying these kids." Man. Like the inmate was saying, because it was a state inmate, and he was a state inmate. And he just like, all this stuff they got now, they know what they doing in the system. They know what they doing. Because the dudes, they ain't got, that's why they be happy to have the games in there. Because they ain't got it at home. Why you think they outside all day? They ain't got certain things. Jeez. So it's like, yo, I ain't think about it. Because I guess he felt like that's why he came to jail. You know what I'm saying? Like you sleeping on the floor, but you come here, you got a bed, got a sink, got your own bathroom because you're in the cell by yourself. Yeah. Well, remember, some people that go through things, they in group homes and foster homes, right? But they sharing rooms. Yeah. So like now when they got like, I'm out, that's what it got to. Wow. And you know, I took a lot of heat for like the Lala. I don't know if you heard about the Lala situation, like the Hug a Thug program.
I did hear you talk about it on ends. What was your perspective on that?
Like it like I don't have like no disrespect. I like what she doing. That's cool. But just as a female, you go into, because like I said, people don't understand what they do when they go to these jails and do this stuff. Like you as a female, when you hugging these dudes and touching them, and you a female, especially
mess them up.
Nah, I don't mess them up. They take it as, oh yeah, she was feeling me. Oh, I'm going to jerk off later to her. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like she hugged, like you gotta like go deal with the female. Let the dudes handle the dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like go to the female jail. Go give them, you know, the makeup, and like I love what she doing. Like when I be seeing her like give out stuff and everything. You know, because some people ain't like that. I even got phone calls like, yo, you know, that's family, right? Like I was like, yeah, I know, but I was like, nah, I was just saying her Hug a Thug program. Yeah. Like it's just like, but there was another dude that did it like, yo, you can't do that in the male jail.
Yeah, no, you can't.
You can't. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't, but she does it, like she got an amazing thing going on, you know, but stay on the outside. Like I just wish she would just like, want her, like if she see this, I want her to start like a double Dutch competition for like for these girls, you know. Well, that's what she need to do.
See, the thing is, you're just telling the truth from your perspective and what it is that you did.
But everybody that got something to say is people that never been in there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
People see, here's the thing. Here's the thing that bothers me. People want to hear the war stories. People want to hear the things that are going to reel them in and the dramatics and stuff like that. But when it comes down to the truth, they have an issue with it if it's not in cadence with what it is that they believe the truth is.
Exactly. So it's like when you say, oh, Hug a Thug, bro. Oh, she do a lot for her. I get what you're saying.
Listen to what
I'm telling you. Yes. Like I'm a dude that sits with these dudes all day. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm sitting with these dudes all day. So after they go and hug Lala and they in jail, they ain't got no other, they're like, oh yeah, I'm getting a hug. And like they mindset is, oh yeah, I'm feeling her chest. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why they tell female CEOs, yo, you can't hug these dudes. You can't do, like they know what they doing when they do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like they touching you. Like they ain't touch a female in a long time. Some of these dudes, they young, they never had. So like you gotta pay attention to. You can't be letting them touch you.
It's not just sexual, it's emotional.
And emotion, right? Yeah. Because they thinking they, like, you know, some inmates fall in love with COs just by seeing them. Yeah. Like they get emotionally attached. Like, yo, bro, like can't be no weirdo. You know what I'm saying?
Or they never had a mother that hugs them and actually cared about them. And now they got that connection sexually and emotionally, like.
And the thing nurturing. When she did it, a lot of the female COs was like in the comments. So like some be like, yo, how she gonna be letting this dude touch her and he be pulling his. I think one of the inmates was like doing like a helicopter like to the female CO, like why she like like you know she took that like it's disrespect, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of these dudes, but imagine, and I tell people this too, right? Imagine your family member, right, is a victim of a crime, and this dude he's sorry. You see him on TV getting hugs and kisses. You don't know what the that's why I tell people, yo, bro, I'm not sending you to jail, bro. I got something better for you, bro. Jealous. That's why people like, oh, jail, because I said jail is a safe place, bro. Yeah, jail is, you safer in jail, bro. If I put you in, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you do something to my family, nah, we're not doing jail, bro. Because you get to be like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it, and everybody has sympathy for you. Fuck no. Like, I can never, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's hard. Like, a lot of people can't deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like, that's why when I be like, these celebrities, it's good for them to go in there and mentor and help people and things like that. But some of these dudes are straight vicious. Like people are vicious crimes. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this, right? Just like people, the NYPD, they judge you for your past, for your father. What's your take on that when it comes down to these young men and deserving that forgiveness?
Nah, they do deserve, but they do deserve forgiveness. Don't get me wrong.
Right. Okay.
But I'm not gonna sit here like me, even the dudes that I'm cool with and I talk to. Yeah, I talk to you. Like I'm cool. Yeah. Like we could talk, we could do whatever, but I don't think for a celebrity to go inside of a jail and just like because some people are emotionally attached to that. Because even if if I go and I be like, yeah, like the dudes that used to hang out in my house or be in they got a victim, like that could cause a problem for me because now you were with these dudes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just like I'm forgiven, but I know what you did. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, like you know what you did. That ain't got nothing to do with me. You know, like that's the type of thing. Like like my fault. Like a black and white, I'm not gonna judge you for black and white.
Sure.
But some of these dudes, like if you like actually like kill somebody over a hat, you kill somebody because you was trying to rob them. Yeah. Like. Come on, bro. I mean, you can rob people a day, but like at the end of the day, like some people just don't want to see that on TV. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I could forgive you.
Like the families.
But if I'm a victim, I'm not gonna forgive you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like I get like that's a good point. Like, you know, like forgiving you for whatever you did. But sometimes it's just like
because you might be on the block that one day when you're 16. You know what I'm saying? And now you made a decision that's affecting you for the rest of your life.
Yep. And then sometimes it's like, you know what you, like at 16, you know what you did. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what it is. Like, and then some of these dudes, like, it's not their first time. They did it again. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these dudes go home and come right back. Like, come on, bro. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you don't care, so why should I care? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're not trying to change. The ones that went in there one time and listen, those are the ones that be hitting me up like, yo, I'm happy I spoke to you, happy I talked to you.
So I think it's dope that you and I are having this conversation because with me being a police officer, you being in correction, there's a lot of corrections, there's a lot of parallels. Yep. So you seeing the people in there multiple times, where I'm the one that's arresting the people that might be in there multiple times. And what I've come to realize is that it goes back to what it is that you said. They might not have that love in the streets. They might not have those 3 meals in the streets or the video games. Or they feel like they constantly have to prove themselves in the streets by doing the stupid stuff. And that's their way that they receive it.
That's another thing it's like you have to. You know what I'm saying? Like and that was the thing like I was understanding though. Like, like I have to. Like, right? It's like a dude, he try to play you in the street, right? Like like you be like, yo, you owe me $500, and you in front of everybody. Like, yo, bro, you ain't getting your $500 back. Yeah. Everybody in the hood gonna be like, yo, you a sucker. You gonna let him play you like that? Nobody never gonna respect you again. Yeah. But now if you lay this dude down, I'm like, yo, son, don't mess with that dude. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, cause nobody gonna be like, tell dude that I don't want to get a $500 back. Like, yo, bro, you wrong, bro. Nobody not gonna mess with that dude no more. They gonna be more cooler with that dude and be like, oh, he a grimy dude, cause they gonna be more cooler instead of being like, yo, bro, give him his money back, bro. Like, why you give son his money back? But you know what I'm saying? It's just that's how our perspective in the area we live in is so
it's skewed,
messed up.
It is in a major way.
Because that's how we think. Like Like I can't let nobody play me. You know what I'm saying? That's how my uncle told me. Like, yo, don't let nobody play you. Don't let nobody do nothing too crazy. But then nobody gonna never have no respect for you.
Yeah. And that's just how the streets go.
That's just how the streets go. But even if you try to get out of it, if somebody try to play you, it's like, now I'm in it. Now I gotta either be the bigger person and walk away, or this dude gonna be like, yeah, he gonna go tell her. You know how these, like you see it all the time. These dudes, oh, I robbed such and such. He ain't do nothing. I smacked him, and it's like, but the dude that walked away, nobody gonna be like, oh, he the bigger person. But me being a CO and stuff like that, it showed me like, I gotta walk away from the situation. You know what I mean? Like once you realize how much you got to lose. Once you realize you got, but that be the thing that these dudes know, you got a lot to lose. So they try to get you out of character. So that's why, like, when I be seeing these dudes with these cell phones in the officers' faces and talking crazy to them and, oh, take the bag, bro. You know, if an officer take that bell and badge off and do a number on you, your first thing is going to be, oh, yeah, officer, he did this to me. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was telling people too. I'm like, so what if an officer, right? You tell him take his belt and badge off, right? And he from like the hood or something. And he come back to your crib with his homeboys and do something to you. Is he a crooked cop? Or like, how do you go about that he done came back to the block with his peoples and was like, all right, I took the belt and badge off. Yo, give me all that. Like he do a number on you with his peoples from the block.
That's an off-duty incident. You're done.
But why you wearing snitch though?
It's an off-duty incident.
Why you wearing snitch? You told me to take the belt and badge off. You told me to do this. Why you wearing snitch?
Because he wasn't about it.
But why you filing complaints then?
He wasn't really about it. Nah, and he wanted to call you bluff because he knew that he didn't think it's going to happen.
But now is he a crooked cop because he came back to your hood with his peoples or he came to see you?
It's the street thing to do, and then there's the right thing to do.
But what's the right thing? I'm just letting son know that like I could touch you. Like don't ever think that this sweet over here because I'm working. You know what I'm saying?
But what does that do for him in the long run?
I don't know, but his mentality might have that flashback. Like, why you playing with
But you know what? If somebody's gonna go and do that, and they're a cop and they swore oath, then they're not fit for that career, because that means they let themselves get roped in.
Mm-hmm.
That means they went into the locker room, took their uniform off, called their people up, packed the car out.
But I had
like you can't have that mentality, bro.
He's like, nah, they tried to play with me. Like, yo, bro, like he really, because I ain't gonna lie, that was like that's how I felt like being a CO sometimes. Like, yo, bro, really playing with me. Like, yo, I bet. Like when I find out where his hood at, I'm going to see him. But it's like, yo, if I do it, you got a lot to lose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, worth it.
But it's just like because
that's funny. I never thought about that like that. But
because I think I asked my mom's a little bro. Like, you know, we always on the phone call. Yeah. I'm like, yo, what if you take the belt and badge off? You be like, yo, I'm from this hood. I know my people. You know it's like my cousins or whoever. They homies.
I've seen it on the spot.
Oh, like take the belt and badge off?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I seen that. I seen that on Rikers Island. Inmate CO going.
I'm talking about in the street.
What do you mean? Like,
I'm talking about in the street.
Officer fight a dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Even on Rikers Island, officers going to cell with inmates too.
Yeah.
But the problem is though, it's like, and I tell us like, yo, bro, if you break his jaw or things go bad in there, if he win, all right, he gonna hold it down, say everybody. But if you win, something like if it get bad, just know he's gonna tell.
Yeah.
And now you out of a job because you're trying to prove yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm never doing that.
Especially with all of this nowadays. Cell phones everywhere, cameras everywhere.
Mm-hmm. But I'm like, yo, son, sometimes you just want to leave some of these dudes because
you feel like that. Yeah, I get it.
Like it's just like, yo, why you playing with, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like you fighting a demon, like, why you playing with me? Like, choke you out, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you got, like, and that's not like you that's probably the most challenging thing when you ask me like, what's the challenging thing about working? It's fighting that demon of not like. I
gotta like, I don't know if you follow my stuff closely, but I'm very spiritual, right? Mm-hmm. And there's a verse that says, those who exalt themselves will be humbled. Mm-hmm. Those who humble themselves will be exalted. So in a situation like that, bro, I'm gonna get humbled, and the reason why I'm gonna get humbled is because somebody's gonna find out, and I'm gonna get fired, and I'm gonna be mowing lawns and shoveling snow in the wintertime, bro.
And now you done lost out on your pension, your high, like you
That's right.
so much.
But I eat it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I live to see another day.
You live to see another day. You still could take care of your family. You still making good money and that's what you gotta think like.
And talk to you right here.
Yep, and that's what you think about when you like, and that's what I tell a lot of dudes like. Sometimes these dudes they only see you as a check. That's why they try to get you out of character. Yeah. And people told me that thousands of times while I was on Rikers Island. Like, don't let these dudes get you out of character. Like,
that's
you know
what they do.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, do not let, because they're looking at you as a check. Because the moment you do something to them, they're going to go to the news. Like all these dudes do. Yes. And every time I look at the news and I see the person, I'm like, yo, y'all know who he is? This dude done cut officers, but that moment that he got, finally somebody put hands on him, they tried to kill him.
Tears for him, right?
You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's the biggest challenge right there. Is trying to like, and I think a lot of COs had that problem, like, you know, like ones that got suspended or got fired and things like that, because it's like some are fresh off the street, you know what I'm saying? Like this, they job, you know, and he's like, yo, like, who's dude talking to me? Like I said, I had to deal, like, who are you talking to? Like, you can't tell somebody SMD on the street and, you know what I'm saying? Like that. But when you got a lot to lose, you just like, man, go ahead, man. Just like celebrities, bro. Like, I feel like law enforcement is like celebrities. Like, they know you got a check. As soon as you put hands on them,
gotta eat it.
You gotta
eat it, bro.
You gotta let it go because everybody looking at you as a check. So like that's why like when I be seeing all these dudes with these cell phones in the face, what? I'm just like, bro, like, come on, you know what you're doing. Because as soon as somebody put hands, like, and you talking tough, like, come on, bro, like you corny, bro. And like I always tell like my homeboys, like, yo, please don't let me catch y'all. None of y'all doing that, bro. Just like let it go, bro. If the officer being disrespectful, feel some type of way, you know, let it go, bro. I mean, don't let it go, but go file a complaint. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, even like I said, I still got family in the hood, and they like, yo, this happened to me, this, that, and the third. And you know, like for my little brother, for instance, he was drinking a slushie outside the house one day, and the cops jumped out on him, and they're like, give me your ID. Like I'm on the phone with him. Like I'm on the phone with him. He like, yo, they jumped out on me because I'm drinking a slushie. They like, oh, it's an alcoholic beverage, you know, whatever. I'm like, it's a slushie. Like, how can you, like, how you gonna prove it's an alcoholic? It's a slushie. You know, you drinking it. They like, give me your ID, open container outside. They wound up like punching them. Like it just turned bad. And I'm like, yo, come on, son. Like, mind you, I'm on the phone telling them I'm on the job. Like, yo,
what precinct is this?
That was what was that? The 81st?
83?
No, 81st. It was the 81st. And I'm like, yo, bro, you drinking a slushie? And like I'm making phone calls. I'm like, yo, bro, like I ain't had to do that. Like, what happened? Like, you know, they gonna tell me, well, you know, it could be in them cups. I'm like, bro, for slushy, like you know what I'm saying? Like it was
doing
like,
the most.
Yeah, it was like doing the most type deal. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and it's just. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just like everybody has one as a community, law enforcement, civilian, bro. We just all just like have that respect. You know what I'm saying?
I agree
like
with
you just have to have. And I say, like, even like our community, we don't know how to deal with the police. Cause I used to be that guy too. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, why you pulling me over because I'm black? Pulling me over because I'm driving a nice car. You know what I'm saying? I used to be that guy too. You know what I'm saying? But it took for my aunt after that situation, I had to be like, listen, from now on, just like, and sometimes, you know, you like when a cop being disrespectful, it's like you don't want to give them that power, but sometimes you gotta put your pride to the side. Like when these dudes being disrespectful and just if you're gonna record, it's all fine. But I mean, you gotta be disrespectful with recording.
Yeah.
But you know, just like especially when things about to go left, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just start recording and keep it safe, man. But I tell you, right, man, just stay out of jail, man.
That's it.
Don't put yourself in a position to get inside of jail. Like I said, doing the law enforcement thing and understanding it a little bit better kind of helped me and my family. You know what I'm saying?
This has been a good conversation.
Yes, man. Great conversation, man.
Super good conversation.
Yeah, I just come back and do it again.
Yeah. Co-host with me or something.
Yeah, facts. Because it's a lot of people that be hitting me up like, yo, I want to get on the show. I'm like, yeah, well, your opportunity come. We'll have stuff for you. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people got a lot of things to say.
If you know anybody else that has a story,
I got you.
So I'm gonna come through.
But they definitely want to come through. Like I said, everybody go through different things on Rikers Island. Like some of my experience, like me, I tell them that's the best job I ever had.
And you know what? I respect that.
Yeah,
because I don't hear that often. All I hear is the nightmares.
Yeah, it's nightmares, but it's probably the best job I had. Like I said, the people, the officers that's there.
That's dope, man.
That officers that was there, bro. Like I don't care where you go.
Wow.
Nowhere you go is gonna be like correction officers. Like that environment is just like the parties, the traveling, like the way we just could come together. Even when you at work, the laughter, the jokes, even when we like talking to inmates, like we all could have that conversation and know what, you know what I'm saying? Like that, like your 16 hours will go by so fast sometimes. Like, dad, I just did 16 hours.
Bro,
that community.
Your ability and your perspective from your experience as a police officer, I think you have something, as a correction officer, I think you have something really special because like I said, all I hear is negativity surrounding corrections. And for you to see the light in that and to appreciate it,
especially for it to be mostly minorities and everybody from the hood, like I'm always gonna praise it because they do all them correctional officers in there do an amazing job.
Yeah,
they do it. They day in and day out. They do amazing. As crazy as it is in there, they all do an amazing job.
Yeah, you got
keeping it under control. You know what I'm saying? People may think we ghetto, may think we this, we look like perps. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, nobody could go behind that gate and do what the officers is doing day in and day out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, fortunately for me, I left. I tell people, I'll be like, yo, I will come back. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They offer me, I might even try to be commissioner of that joint. That's my plan.
Why did you leave?
Like I said, you just want to grow.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You want to grow. You, like I said, if I ain't leave, I probably wouldn't be able to do the show. You know, like things like you know, you just want more for yourself. You know, I wouldn't be able to be doing this, giving you the real drip of what's going on in there. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I do want to try to like go for a commissioner spot, be the commissioner of correction. So that's my goal. I mean, they probably won't because of the way I look, but you know, they want a certain type to be.
But the thing is, we know how to play it both sides. You know what I'm saying? So, like if you could dress good like this, you could dress good in a suit.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the same thing. It's easy to turn it on and off.
You think I'd be running around here like Mayor Adams or something? You know what I'm saying? So it's like
my man is cooked, bro. He's done.
You know what I'm saying? But, yo, man, like I said, man, I'm definitely gonna try to take that top spot to get there. You know what I'm saying?
I like that, bro.
And like I said, like them correction officers do an amazing job. They different from your black officers to your Asian officers to your white officers to your Indian officers to your purple, whatever.
Don't matter.
They are going to be different from anybody else.
Bro, I love it.
They're gonna, and I guarantee, and every officer that went from corrections to NYPD are probably the best officers on the street. And I could put my top dollar on that every CO that was a CO and now in NYPD is probably the best officers out there in them streets.
Also, like I mentioned to you before we started recording, I find that a lot of cops that are from the 5 boroughs, some of the best cops that I know.
Yeah, because you know why? Because I understand certain things. But sometimes, you know, it's just like you can't really do too much, but it's like you try your best, but you are the best because you understand everybody's situation.
Yeah, you could see somebody moving a certain way and understand it quicker than somebody like me.
Sometimes the community don't even like when you from the community and you calling them out on their bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nobody likes that.
They hate that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but let me ask you a question.
What's up?
As a police officer, right? Do you feel like we call the cops on each other more than anything? Like us as a community calling cops on each other more than anything.
Like black on black? Call. Well, the only thing I can really do is explain it from my personal experience.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, of course.
And do you feel like we want each other to go to jail more than anything?
Well, I feel what it comes down to is just where you live, right? So if you live in a neighborhood that's predominantly black and Spanish, the people that you're going to be dealing with for the most part as a resident going to be black and Spanish. Just like police officers that police in areas that are black and Spanish, which is the majority of New York City. People say that a lot of cops are racist because they stop summons or arrest Black or Hispanics.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that it's a profiling thing, and I'm not saying that it doesn't happen. It's just a matter of the demographics in the specific areas.
Okay.
I think that's what it boils down to.
Okay, got you. All right.
Yeah.
All right, bet. But, all right, cool. Because I was just wondering, like, do cops feel like we call each other, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I would be watching videos of, like, something happened to somebody. They're like, yeah, lock him up, take him to jail. Like, I was like, wow, that's crazy. But people use the cops, I feel like, to benefit them when it benefits them.
Yeah. What I would say, unfortunately, is our own will sell each other out before people that are not our own will. Or I've received more help from people that don't look like me than people that do.
That right there, I tell you, that is a fact. Girl. I've got more help. I feel like I was hated on by my own people and got more help from other people.
So for all
especially the supervisors.
So for all you clowns, because I posted something about the perp situation and cops calling other cops perps, I don't see color, bro. The area that I grew up in, Long Island, Freeport, I don't know if you're familiar with it.
I know Freeport.
Equal Black, equal Spanish, equal white when I was growing up. So I don't see that. I played lacrosse, bro. I play lacrosse. Like I just came back from coaching my son for a tournament in lacrosse, bro.
Gotcha.
So I don't want to hear none of that crap.
Nah, like me, I judge people off the mind and heart and soul that they have.
Right.
Like I said, that dude Roach, man, he was like nobody else would talk to me but him. Like,
who's this again?
From his race, from the show 60 Days.
Oh, okay.
From 60 Days, he was the only one who would like talk to me, come sit at the table, joke with fake rap. Like he was the only one that forget his race.
Yeah.
He was just his heart. He's a human being. You know what I'm saying? So I don't never judge them. Because I met different race of people that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, like I said, my own kind, sometimes be looking down on me. You know what I'm saying? The most, like, they don't like they be more mad that I'm on a
crabs in the barrel.
Job, you know what I'm saying?
Crabs in the barrel.
Why you on a job? Like, you look like this. And I'm like, yo, bro, you same.
and then the other side of the spectrum is if we talk like this, we're sellouts.
You sell out, right?
So you can't win. That's why I put out the truth, my truth.
Yep.
And I don't care what anybody else has.
And then sometimes the truth, the way I feel, or my opinion on how I think, that's it. Your opinion is your opinion. My opinion is my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a right. Like the dude Charleston White, like, you know, they be like, oh, he got a right to feel how he feels.
He has a strong opinion, but that's his opinion.
People hate it. I mean, you know, granted, you know, but it's like sometimes some of the stuff that he say is like, yo, he right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying? Like some of the stuff he's saying is right. You know what I'm saying? Like when people speak like that, people don't like it. It's like when I talk about the jail, and I'm like, COs don't beat people up. People, COs they be killing people. It's like, bro, if a CO is doing something in 2025 and beating somebody up for no reason, he got to be the dumbest person in the world. He just threw away everything. Trust me, he's getting fired. He's losing his job. You know,
so it's extreme accountability.
Yeah, extreme accountability. Like, you know, like the video that upstate dude, like, God bless his soul, that passed away. You know, it came out like the big interview came out around the time that incident happened. And everybody's like, oh, look at the COs that happened upstate. When I talk about COs, I'm talking about Rikers Island COs. Yeah. I'm not talking for nowhere else. I can't speak for nowhere else. I can't speak for upstate.
But people like putting a blanket over different positions,
right?
You know? So,
like I said, when people in the community say you don't want them to look at everybody the same, we can't look at everybody in law enforcement the same. Exactly. That one person did something, that's that one person, or that's that one group that did it. Don't look at everybody else like that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
If I do something, I did it because I chose to do it. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, Rikers Island got a lot of old timers that's there. That's mentors, great mentors to people, especially a lot of new officers, especially the ones that they know is from like around the way. That's about to lose their bro. Don't throw this away. I'm telling you. See all them cars in the parking lot, right? See, look, see this house. You see, like, so when you realize how much you could get from a job, you keep your cool. That's why, like, sanitation, MTA, people got these city jobs, man. Just, you know, don't let nobody get you out of character. Because you even see the bus drivers, right? The bus drivers, people be testing them bus drivers. Like, every time when you got a city job, people look at you as a check and they wait for you to mess up.
So let me wrap up with this. What does purpose over pension mean to you?
purpose over, that means that you should know your purpose in your career. And, or not even that, you should know your purpose in life. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta secure the bag though. That's how I feel. Your purpose is over your pension. But have a purpose in what you do, especially if you're going into law enforcement. Have a purpose. If you're going in there for the wrong things, thinking, oh, you're gonna be, action junkie and every person I'm gonna go jump out, like, nah. Yes, it's probably a fun part of the job. It's like because I don't think COs, we get that stigma like chasing people and running people down and doing the fun stuff.
You get high off of action, though.
Right?
So same thing.
But that's what a lot of people also. I know we wrapping this up, but a lot of dudes, they come to Rikers Island. The ones that always quit. These are the ones that always quit. The ones that say, I'm quitting and I'm waiting for NYPD to call me. The ones that want to come in there and do all that RoboCop. Yeah. And they can't take it because it's like, whoa, you gotta chill, bro. You can't do that in here. Because these dudes, and you try to tell them because you in there by yourself. You cannot be RoboCop. You can't come in here thinking you chasing people down. That do not work on Rikers. You gotta chill. You gotta be calm. You gotta think about processing everything. Take your time. Verbal judo. Talk these. Like, you gotta have to talk. Like, that was a thing. Like, you had to talk people down off a ledge. Or like when it's time to, like, bro, just like, one of those things. But the ones that wanted to come in, oh, nah, I'm not doing this job. I feel like they shouldn't even be in NYPD. The ones that quit and like, oh, I'm waiting for NYPD. I'm like, you shouldn't even be there, bro. Because you just showed that you can't even deal with people and talk to people. You know what I'm saying? You just showed that if somebody get under your skin, you just like, oh, nah, because I can't. I ain't gonna say that, but you can't use the force you want to use on them. You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
You get what I'm
They can't exercise the power that they want. They can't take out their anger. They can't exercise their ego and the power. They want to take advantage of the power that they have been given. And in the jail setting, they can't do that.
On Rikers Island, I ain't gonna talk for other jails, but on Rikers Island,
you can't do that.
Because like I said, the COs on Rikers Island is different. We know when you a CO, you gotta know how to CO.
Yeah.
You have to, and you like if you ever watch like the old timers DVDs that like Pistol Pete was in and those things, they'll tell you when the CO can't CO by the book. You gotta see it like you gotta CO different. Like
it's like what with us, you have the patrol guide and then you have the street.
And when you learn how to CO, everybody can't CO. You know what I'm saying? That CO thing ain't for everybody. But when you know how to CO and you know how to be like, bet. When you know how to like play the like, I bet y'all want to act up today? Bet. I don't care about getting jumped. I don't care about the fight. I don't care about none of that. Today we're gonna do everything by the book. And y'all gonna hate it. Y'all know y'all gonna hate it because I could chill, and that's when like you learn how to CO and you just be like, you gotta know how to chill and you gotta know how to turn it on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they knew like you gotta play the game with them. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta know how to CO. That CO thing ain't for everybody. Just know. Some people could get coached into it, and some people can't. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's well said.
CO,
well said.
So
I like that, bro.
Yeah, like I said, that's it. Being a Rikers Island CO is different, man. Like I said, everybody, and you take what you know from the street, whatever, and you apply it to the job. And if you're not from the street, you're just not from the street. And that's what you have to adapt to it. See what everybody else is doing. See, ask them, how you move? How can I get these dudes to chill? Sometimes you're gonna be hated. Everybody not gonna like you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's some inmates that guarantee you they hate my guts. They probably see me in the street and probably want to fight me. Oh well, it's gonna happen. But some of them, like I seen them, man, we lock eyes like. One time me and him was walking on Jamaica Avenue one time. Dude like, spray me now, CO. Yeah, what's up? Like, oh, I bet what we do. You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever had any situations where people try to size you up
in the street?
Yeah, like press you for real.
Yeah, we was walking on Jamaica Avenue, me and my little brother, and ran into
what happened? You got to run through that. Run through that real quick.
We just was walking, and he just like, spray me now, CO. What's up? I'm like, yo, bro, God, man, like. You about to have a real bad day. Like the uniform ain't about to save you right now. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, he all right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He went on about his business.
He just kept it pushing?
Huh?
He just kept it pushing?
Yeah, he kept it pushing.
We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, he kept it pushing. No, yeah. And I think we both put our feelings to the side and let it go. It's just what
respect.
You know what I'm saying?
Respect.
He's like, yeah, spray me nasty, yo. You know what I'm saying? But like, and a lot of people like, come on, bro. But at the end of the day, some people not to play with. Don't think that you can have a good day with some of these dudes, because unfortunately, some officers have lost their lives on the street.
Yeah, I've heard of a circumstance where an officer got approached in the Bronx. I think it was Orchard Beach, and was surrounded by a few.
Yeah, so things do happen. Don't think it's a game. Don't think, you know what I'm saying? But that's why you give everybody respect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Your respect. And that's what I learned from all my uncles and my pops. For money, anything, your respect will always go with you. Your money don't. Your respect will die with you.
Love it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you go to a lot of funerals, some people won't show up. You go to some people's funerals and everybody will show up, because it's about the respect thing. It's about respect. Respect will get you further than anything. If you show respect, even when people are wrong, you know how many times an inmate come to me and be like, yo, my fault.
So would you say that's the number one thing that a CO should learn?
Yes. Fair, firm, and consistent, and respect. Not even a CO.
Fair, firm, and consistent.
Yes, that's the main thing. Fair, firm, and consistent, and respect. That's the main goal to doing this thing. It just that's just life, period. Give everybody respect. Like me, like if I walk in the inmate cell, he got a prayer rug.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna step on it. It's a respect thing.
Is that what you would tell a rookie?
Yes. Just don't just go in there and just step on his prayer rug. Sometimes you could kick it to the side, say, yo, no, or you ask him, yo, you can put your rug up. You know what I'm saying? It's a respect thing. You know what I'm saying? When you go,
they're men first.
Yeah, at the end of the day, they men. You gotta respect the men at the end of the day. Now, if you want to get into a situation and you feel like you're going to disrespect his rug and he running the cell on you, you better be able to back it up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As a CO, and that's the thing between COing and being a cop. Your backup ain't coming for a long time. And all you got is yourself and your spray. And your spray, them dudes been sprayed that do not even take effect sometimes.
That's crazy, because you really have to know how to talk to people. Like, verbal judo is even more important when it comes down to prison.
Yes.
Because you don't have that backup. And I think a lot of police officers know.
But that's why I tell these. So I'm like, yo, and that's why, like when I see certain videos of like cops struggling on fights and stuff, I say, yo, bro, I need to go to Rikers Island and get some training, bro. Like, because
take up jiu-jitsu and boxing.
Not even jiu-jitsu and boxing, like the stuff that we was taught, like in corrections, how to take these dudes into custody in the safest way. Because we ain't got batons. We ain't got, all we got is OC in our hands. And us, once you spray an inmate 3 times, you can't spray him no more. So you have to use your hand. Wow. But the techniques that we're taught, especially in ESU and everything, is like, that's why, like I said, when I see these cops out there struggling and stuff like that, I'm like, yo, nobody teach them this stuff. Nobody teach them what we was taught in correction. Because if they learned that, they won't look so crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because even if you can't fight, the techniques that's taught will help you.
That's a whole nother
yeah. But like I said, respect is the best way that you're gonna survive any job, just life, period. Respect. Yeah, you're gonna get disrespected, but sometimes you could like, bro, why you disrespecting me, bro? I'm here, I got a job to do. Why you even want to go that route? So I'm gonna listen to you some night. If you want a problem, we gotta have a problem. But bro, I don't want no problems with you, bro. I'm here to do a job, and I go and that's why I said inmates on Rikers Island know that CO's a chip. Let's just get through the day and have a good day so I could go home. But they take advantage of it, and that's why I'm so wild.
Yeah. Man, you gave us a lot of insight.
Yes, sir.
A lot of insight today, man. Oh, man. I always say this. Every time I interview somebody, I'm like, this is the best one. This is the best one. And today, I just felt like it just flowed in just such an organic manner where...
Because like you said, it's parallel, man. It's the comparison.
Yeah.
Your mindset. Like I said, when I first saw your channel and I just saw the things that, like, even like, it was one like, just because you work in the hood don't mean you hood. Like, I was like, wow. Like, you know, because I feel like even when like I'm talking to like my homeboys or like, you know, even like my little brother, his friends, and they talking to me like, yo, they walk around like they, like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? And like, where you, like, some people just feel like, yo, where you live at? Like, where you, like, I just want to know where you from for you to be feeling like, you know, because some of them, it's just like, yo, bro, just have respect. And I always tell dudes, yo, bro, if you are like, you just a nice guy, be a nice guy.
Yeah.
If you a tough guy, all right, cool. You a tough guy, be able to back it up. If that's what you do, but you can't be that tough guy. You know what I'm saying?
Here's my theory. The shield, all it does is polarize who you really are. Mm-hmm. That's what it does. Mm-hmm. So if you're a coward, it's going to polarize how much of a coward you are. If you're arrogant or disrespectful, it's going to polarize it. If you are a caring person, it's going to do the same. Mm-hmm. It gives you the ability to heighten whatever it is that you want to heighten it to serve or to disrespect.
Right.
That's what it does.
And that's probably like, and probably I think most of the like law enforcement generation now is a caring one because of the community. Like that's the most that's coming in. Cause like every time you hear people like, you know, like, cause you hear like, oh, they doing all this
community policing like, and dancing.
Well, I'm like, TikTok. Somebody has to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody can't be an enforcer. Like we had the enforcer. You know, I guess NYPD got the tan pants crew. That's your enforcers. You know that though. You tan pants crew. You know what I'm saying? Like you know not to play with them. You know what I'm saying? But you got your community policing. But at the end of the day, you need both.
It's balance.
It's balance.
There has to be balance.
It has to be.
And I have a problem with the people that are bullies that may wear the tan pants or may be in these special go-getter units that have a problem with cops whose personalities are catered more to community policing. Mm-hmm. We're all doing the same job. I don't understand where the disparity or where the criticism or judgment comes into play.
Right. And I got another one for you. I know we wrapping this up. I know we look like 3 parts.
Do you think?
So have you ever had a situation where you had to check somebody for doing something wrong? And because I feel like people, they be like, oh, cop, like a lot of law enforcement doing stuff behind the scenes that a lot of people don't see.
Yeah.
Like, even a CO, like, I've seen people like, yo, bro, what are you doing, bro? Like, if he, like, we not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, chill.
Yeah.
Like, if, like, you doing too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so it might not happen right then in that moment, but they take them.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Because I can't do it in front of the inmate because now he gonna feel like he got one up on you. And some people do it and the inmate will run with that forever. You know what I'm saying?
So you're looking right. So I love that you asked that question. That's a great question. I have never been in a situation where there's been use of force and I have to say, stop, yo, chill. Like what you're doing, like you're bugging out right now. I have had people where they make comments or they say certain things or their way of thinking is reckless. In those situations, I've had situations where I've blown up on them in front of other people, and then I've had situations where I pull them to the side.
Okay.
To pull them to the side is always the best.
Yes.
You never want to degrade somebody or be aggressive or reprimand somebody in front of others. That was something I had to learn, and it all falls back into what it is that you're talking about, what you're wrapping up with right now.
Because that's what I seen. That's why I tell people sometimes, like they be like, oh, like sometimes officers they step up for like a lot of people. They especially like a lot of people in like the higher up position. Like they do what they of course they're not gonna come out and tell you, yeah, nah, I cursed him out, because they're not gonna give you that. You know what I'm saying? No. But them higher ups is gonna tell officers, yo, you wrong for that, you know. Like, yo, what you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I can't, like, yo, what the hell you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes it might not be a big deal, but sometimes they'll be like, nah, like, why you, like, I'm saying, like, I just tell people, like, listen, man, sometimes just do what you do and just find somebody to talk to, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, for my little brother with his situation, got in contact with the right people. I think the chief himself came and got him out the cell.
Oh, yeah?
Was it like the chief, right? Came and got him out the bookings and was like, all right, let him go. Case get dismissed. I mean, I was upset about it. Like, nah, that's not it. But it's like, all right. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And I know, you know, I'm not, and like, it's just like, come on, man, because some supervisors going to be like, yo, bro, what you, come on, you know what I'm saying? So you got to give respect. And like I said, everybody not going to like me. You feel me?
You can do.
You know what I'm saying? I can't be perfect to everybody.
You can't be who you are at everybody. Like,
but that's what cops are scared of too, not being liked. But you could be nice, even if you're the nice person, you're still not gonna be like.
It's funny, when we were in the Beach Challenge, Ian brought up a point from a book that he read, and he said that when you have a presidential election, right? Like, for instance, Obama, when he got elected, I don't remember what the percentage was, but he might have won 51% to 49, whoever he was running up against. That means almost half of the people in the country that voted didn't like him. But he still moved on and did what he had to do, even though he knew that half the people that voted didn't like him. That's just how it works. That's just life. You can't be great. You can't be who you are trying to please everybody. You have to know who you're meant to be and why. And that's where purpose comes into play.
You can't please everybody. It's just like it's like parents with their kids, man. You can't please them for everything. Like you can't please everything. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't. That's just how it is. Mom and pop, like somebody, like they say, the father is the most disliked one in the family because he's going to enforce certain things. He's not gonna, like your daughter might want to wear something. You're like, nah, you're not wearing that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, like you want to be a good father, but in that moment, she don't like, nah, dad doing too much. You know what I'm saying? Or your son, you tell him like that's just how it works, bro.
That's how it works.
You can't please everybody.
When you're aligned with your purpose, the reason why you begin to stop, well, for me, the reason why I began to stop caring about what other people think is because I can't accomplish my purpose if I do care what everybody thinks.
There you go. And that's a big thing I had to worry about too. Like just worrying about like, oh, ain't nobody gonna mess with me no more if I start coming out and doing like interviews and doing stuff like. But it's like, bro, like I'm just trying to show y'all like we gotta find a balance.
That's it. And where can everybody find you? Like, what's your social?
My social media is the real Qwell. I don't got no YouTube platform like that, but the real Qwell.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. But you could just 60 Days In out on Hulu, different streaming platforms. You go check that out. Season 9. From your Ian Big interview, Dog in the Yard interview. You can find me in a couple places. Like I said, the real Qwell, the real underscore Qwell, that's my Instagram. You can follow me. I'm a regular person. I live a regular life. Don't listen. I don't even take that. I'm a real jokester. Like, don't take things serious. You know what I'm saying? So like, you're gonna find me doing a lot of comedy things, and like I'm a regular person. I'm outside. I'm be partying. Like like I'm a regular person. I'm just want everybody to understand that. Even though I'm in law enforcement, wasn't law enforcement, we still the same people, man.
Word.
That's it, man. We all the same.
That's it.
We all look alike. If you say the perp,
that's
it. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm with you, then we out. We have a good time, and it's like I said, I've been out where inmates bought me a bottle. Like, yo, what up, yo?
That's crazy.
So like I said, they see you outside. They know, and they be happy when they see you in certain places, man. Because they realize like, oh snap. You know what I'm saying? It makes them be like, all right, like they know and they see it.
That's crazy.
Trust me, I'm probably not the only CO. I think of having a couple COs where like you be at like Cancun jump over, you be at all these party spots and inmates to see a CO, be like, yo, bottle.
On vacation?
Yeah, it's on vacation. Like that. That's why you gotta have respect for people. You never know where you're gonna run into them at. You never know. Trust me, people have ran into inmates in supermarkets. Like you see these dudes, they regular people. So you gotta have respect for them, and at the end of the day, they gotta have respect for you too, because they never, you know what I'm saying? So you're gonna run into them at concerts. You're gonna see them. Like you're gonna run into them. Basketball games, football games, youth football games, lacrosse games. You don't think because you live somewhere that they don't live. Yeah, people they live a good life too.
They move around.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like man, that's why respect is gonna get you further than anything. Don't think you won't run into anybody you encounter. Like I said, the officer that arrested me back in the days, I ran into him and he didn't even notice who I was. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, why you lied on my paperwork? Like, wow. Yeah, like I was like, yo, bro, like you lied on my, like, I was upset with him, but at the end of the day, that's where I'm at now, and I'm happy where I'm at. And I hope you see this. You know what I'm saying? And the sergeant that pulled me over and thought my car was stolen because it was brand new. Because I was a custodian, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I hope they seeing this. And I'm gonna throw it in their face every time. hope they seen there's older people that doubted me, the teachers that thought I would, because I had a teacher that thought I wasn't gonna amount to nothing. You know what I'm saying? I had a principal that she hated me, but like, look at me now.
Here you are.
Yeah, I am.
Well, thanks so much for coming on, bro. It's been good.
Anytime, man. We'll do another one. Gotta get big.
We will.
Too.
We will. Yes, sir.